hello everyone. You should be able to hear me, and let's switch over from the, the wonderful thumbnail here over to the in-game thing. There we are. As always, do let me know if the music volume is all messed up. I put it fairly low this time, so it shouldn't be too bad. As the music cuts in and out, as I try to put up all the little screens. Right. We have a nice and relaxed little strategy game here today. A nice and feminine one. One that can be played without too much thought, you know? Try and get me used to this whole streaming and reading chat thing and stuff. The art is Rare Fox. It is a custom thing, which I'll be posting on the little community membership tab eventually, once I remember it, / get around to it. So, in case you don't know what this is Ratropolis. It's not that old. It's a couple years old at this point. A relatively, again, simplistic strategy game where you play as rats, and your objective is to breed as many rats as possible whilst genociding everything that is not a rat. Very reminiscent of actual real-life rats, actually, in my experience. Let's see here. We'll begin a new settlement. We will erase the old one, because nobody cares. You have a series of various leaders here, which gives you various abilities and also give you access to different decks. As it's a pseudo deck builder, in that you don't actually build your deck, but you are given a series of kinda pseudo, slightly random generated deck things and cards. And you should level up, you gain new cards. Now, since we're not a complete woman, we are of course going to play on random, obviously. And let's pick the coast, because that's where the ferrets are, and we don't like the ferrets. As you complete missions, you can also adjust the pollution level, as you can see here, which basically adds in random difficulty modifier thingies, making the game harder and more, well, bullshitty asshole-ish as it goes. It's been a while since I played this, so let's go with a cool 6, right? That's fine. Let's do that one first. Maybe we'll do a poll next time for which leader we do. That seems decent enough. This game is 50% off, incidentally, says chat. Oh, is it? No, well, that is definitely something I might recommend then. It's not the deepest of games, but I've spent quite a few hours in it. It's really relaxing to just, you know, kill an hour with this video game. Don't Take My Kidney says, is the Skaven RP dead? Loved watching Cubes be one of the bigger threats to the party. Yes, Kyle killed that when he lost his job and could no longer partake. He had to stream instead. Rightio, it seems we have started out as the military leader, which I don't really have any problems with. 12 military guards in hand, sure, why not? The military leader is one of the easier leaders, so let me pause here for a second. So you've got the cards down here. The cards are regenerated continuously as you draw new ones every few seconds. You also have a leadership ability, and you've got a bank of cards right here, and then you've got the card graveyards where the expended cards go. Some abilities let you draw from the graveyard or from the bag. Then you've got some resources up here, number of rats, gold, and the wave. So there are 30 waves of enemies in total, until you beat the current round of the game. Can we expect it to continue in the future? The RP? Some form of RP, definitely. Whether or not it'll be that one is unsure. So you can see here, pottery, 10 gold for every card in your hand, so you got to be a little bit careful at the when you play these two. That one we don't want to play just yet. Grain, that's a labor card. You can see there's a little green rat up in the top there. 2 green rats, which means I'll be using 2 of my population to have that card going, and when the card runs out, I get the effect of it. Pottery, cheese. I would love to buff them, but there we go. That'll keep me protected for the immediate time being. Vampire Nazis. Maybe. Depends on who gets elected next time around, I guess. And how stringent YouTube gets on their enforcement. Yes. As that was the primary reason why that one stopped. Because, well, we were moving into more dangerous times. The bounty card gives me extra money per kill, which is lovely. And each wave you get a bonus thing as well. There, just picked a house because, well, you need places for your little rats to live so that they can breed happily ever after. If you don't have rats, you don't have military units. If you don't have military units, your ass is effing grass. And there we have a merchant. What do you bring me? Defensive wall, level 2. That's nice. It's kind of expensive, though. For growth to allies. Shoe market. That's not bad for a military leader, actually. Militia mace. That one's not terrible either. In fact, that one. Wouldn't mind that one. But it's not the most enormous deal either. Arm isn't bad. Yeah, we'll go with that. Oh, damn it. I clicked the button too soon and I paid money for it. Silly. You can also build little buildings. Lord Commissar Spartan says, Kimbo killed the RP when he tried and failed to backstab the wizard. I still wait. We'll never forgive that level of stupid defeat from the jaws of victory. Yeah, kinda. The wizard was never their enemy. The wizard was their friend. And they murdered him. Unprovoked as well, I might add. They didn't even do anything to them. Oh, it was one of those moments in all RPs where you're just like scratching your head. Why did you do that? That was very much so contrary to any and all interests you could ever possibly have held. Put the barracks over there. Leader level up is always nice. Is this a new way of doing your game reviews or something else? The way Antonio using it reminds me of those videos. No, this isn't really a game review. This is more of a laid-back just stream, because I already know my opinion on this game. It's good, which is why I'm streaming it. Militia shield? One of those. But I do want to, you know, explain the basics of the video game whilst I'm playing it, so you have an idea of what's going on screen, which seems reasonable enough. These, incidentally, are the previous rats. A series of horrible experiments turned them into monster rats, or zombies, depending on how, you know, worried you are about being sued over the word zombie, I guess. Collapse City, that's my previous one, burnt to the ground. A medic. Ooh, medics are very good. Medics are very good. We shall get the medic, of course. More leader levels, always nice. I'm doing decently on rat citizens. No, yep, no, I do. There. And you also occasionally get events, most of which are utterly and completely useless, and half the time I just ignore them. Sandoom says, Ratropolis, it seems the great necromancer has a new place to vacation. This little Kibs has ruined the RP, she'll have vengeance on Kibs. We can but hope. The medic is incredibly useful because she heals units, which is a relative rarity in this game. Play the cheese card, and we'll keep going. See, the game has this wonderful little pacing to it where you're constantly doing something. Like, there is very, very, very little downtime in this game. So you're constantly doing something, and you kind of got to think on your feet and learn all the cards so you can play them quickly. Because you can pause the game, but you can't do anything whilst the game is paused. So there's not really a massive point in pausing the game, frankly. I mean, you can't even read card text whilst the game is paused, so yeah. Cry of the Widows. We don't... well, it's a 1 leader level, and I have dick all money, so I'll pick that one. Build a house, pottery, cheese, and more farming. Arch needs to learn Yinglet. Yinglet? Yinglet? Okay, now I'm curious. What's Yinglet? I need to Google that. Yinglet. 5E race. Seems silly. Is this a phone game? I believe so. I think it is available on phones. I think so. Aggro, bounty, amazing. Yeah, we love bounty. Defensive walls would not be a bad idea. Militia bows, though, that's really good. Yes. Rescue is awesome, too. It's not as good as breed, but it fulfills much the same role as breed. Long live our Arch Overlord. When do you plan the next Imperial armor for? After Deathcore Creed's Vax playlist, then my favorite, Eternal Respect from Corsica. Thank you very much, sir. With GW being the way it is, I don't know if I am planning another big series, because I did those as, well, the big series stuff, because the Imperial armor shit is good, but they don't really have the the level of finish that I would like for them to have. They've got some art here and there, they've got some halfway decent storytelling, but it's all kind of alright-ish, and it could be a lot better in my opinion, which is why I decided to make the Armor series with lots of custom art and music and all kinds of cool shit. But with GW turning into the asshole company that it has, I'm not entirely sure I feel like they deserve that level of quality, frankly. Now, I did see on my my latest video where I kind of talked about this too, for the Blood Pact, which is of course set in the Badab World's Crusade? Badab? No, Badab? Sabbat, there you go. The Sabbat World's Crusade. And a lot of people were like, no, please do more, if not for GW, then for us. And I see the argument, it's just... It is difficult to get over-interested in making, well, recruitment content straight up for a company that doesn't behave very well, shall we say. Doesn't behave very well at all. Behaves rather poorly, in fact, I'd say. Let's go cheese. My defenses are pinch thin, honestly. Expansion, that would be useful. Play the danger card now, as we have a moment. Event. I'll take that. You also occasionally get advisors, which give you bonuses, like this is 1 armor to all allies, which is Neato Cheeto. Not much, but hey, it's something. 1 armor. Pop that. We've got to put a mace right down there, and the shield right over here once we get a little bit more money for it. Great? Yes, great. Would you ever do a review of the Anthelian project? Well, I was planning to do the Imperial Armor on it eventually, but again, we'll have to wait and see on that. 4 normal enemies appears, that's not a big deal. I do need more stuff over here. A militia mace and an extra guard would be good. Because I need to kill these a little bit quicker than they're doing damage to me, preferably. Monument. That was kind of useless. Budgeting is good, though, because I am currently lacking a bit of money. Use that to keep the training rolling. More houses. Yes, yes, yes. Always great. Did we have a medic over here? Yeah, we do, but we can always use another one. That will currently give me 0 money, so we're not going to play that. It sounds pretty stupid. Is this something like Kingdom Classic, but with cards and rats? Yes. I haven't actually played Kingdoms, but... yeah, no, that's basically it. You've got the whole side-scrolly thing there with little tower things. I might give that game a go as well, because if it's anything like this, then it's probably pretty cute. Pretty cute. For 20 seconds, one growth. Ooh, that's expensive. House. Prize. First 4 gold whenever growth is gained. That's... No. That's dodgy to get off correctly. We don't want that. Rescue would be nice, but, well, we can wait 5 seconds for the next tick of money. As rescue gives us rat citizens, and rat citizens are pretty damn valuable as, well, they're the only way to get access to more dudes with swords and shields. I haven't gotten any real bounty cards yet, which is, sad. There's another for military cards. That one's not bad. That one's not bad either. We'll do a camp, though. Do it for us, not for the GW crybaby. See, again, chat, I totally understand that argument, and I'm genuinely quite sympathetic to it as well. Ooh, that's a good payoff. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'll make it like some kind of, I don't know, like, because GW is getting pissy with all manners of stuff. Like, you're not even supposed to be monetizing GW content, quote unquote, like lore videos, and they crack down on animation, etc. So there's also that to consider. Maybe I'd make it like a Patreon stretch goal or something. Who knows? It's a lot of work, though, that's the thing. It's like 3D art, yeah, but it's a lot of effort. It genuinely is a lot of effort. We're kind of running out of mace rats over here, so let's put down some more of those. Hunt will be nice right now. Should have clicked that one first. Yeah, should have done that. Play Dwarf Fortress, The Long Night, and let us see your rage. Well, I am going to play Dwarf Fortress when it comes out in a couple of weeks, isn't it? I think so. Definitely, I'm going to play that. Houses. Houses are great. Move forward. And now we're going to get a little bit of a mini-boss wave coming in. 200, yes, very much so. Going there. Ah, goddammit. Click that. Elsie Serrano says, gonna be honest, Arch, it kind of feels like you're just waiting for good enough reasons to leave 40k, period. Well, the thing is, like, I don't think I necessarily want to leave 40k. If anything, I'm not interested in modern-day 40k, largely. I haven't been ever. Like, the focus on my art channel has never been to cover Games Workshop. It has been to cover the lore. And I think I've done a fairly decent job of that, if I may say so myself. But, like, modern-day GW, I have very limited interest in. Because, I mean, the League of Votan was ass. Don't like them. They've got a couple of decent lore things. Like, I don't mind the ancient, like, ancestor computer. Attack buildings. Nah, territory expansion. That one's neat. Start a shooting minigame. Am I sure I want to do this? Oh, God. Click, 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 Matt, click, 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 click. I'm not a massive fan of these minigames, but hey, they do give you a bit more money. 400 gold, I will take it. But that's the thing, like, I love Warhammer. I do. I really enjoy it. But at the same time, how do I put it? You gotta know when you're not welcome, I guess. And GW has made it very clear that they don't really want fan-made content. And at that point, it's like, okay, you can continue to make fan-made content to them. You can continue to recruit things to their hobby, even as they shit in your face. Or you can do your own thing, and I am working on my own thing as well. Am I going to do more theory crafting like the Traitor Gene Seed thing? Potentially. Depends on if I come up with something interesting to theory craft about. I will say this though, like, lose all of your gold? No, 3 rats sitting is fine. I will say this. Like, this channel is way more fun than the lore channel, simply because here I get to do whatever I want, and well, that's the problem with the lore channel. I shouldn't have been doing whatever I want, because YouTube doesn't like that. People doesn't like that, and, well, it does get you enemies. There's that as well. But I prefer just doing random shit. That's always been more my style. And we'll put down a hammer there. And now we are being attacked by the next level of bad people, which are ferrets. The ferrets are much worse than little zombies because they do way more goddamn damage. Tannery, yes, that would be very useful. Engineering, guards, militia mace, danger. Keep forgetting to use my train. Loved your Fulgrim episode. Since Emperor's Children is my ferret legion, would love more Emperor's Children Fulgrim-related content from you. Oh, who knows? Might be able to produce some more as well. I still have the whole Primarchs thing that I wanted to do at some point as well, but... I even got some art for Jagatai Khan, actually, that I have already had made that's just been sitting kind of unused in the background, because I haven't found the motivation to do them. As I keep forgetting to use that. As the Primarch videos do require a fair bit of research as well. Do need more dudes. Do need more dudes. 160? It's kind of a waste using another one dude. But, well, I did. Let's give me a moment. Let me scroll up there a bit. I missed one. If you don't want to support GW, what about creating an alternative to GW lore? I know Kibbs is making a game. I think maybe a lore video or two about that, perhaps. Well, that is the purpose of my upcoming more historical project, which I am working on in the background, along with everything else. Doing a channel that does all kinds of lore, including a lot of historical stuff as well. It's not a good idea, because it'll split your audience, which is always a bad idea, but, well, I like lore, and I like history. Psycho Kunzel says subsidy for more indie games content. That is always nice. More ferrets. That shouldn't be too much of an issue. I say as my little... Oh, that's a medic, that's why. God damn it, I don't have any fucking frontline dudes here. Oh, there they are. Oh, god damn it. Ah, yeah, it's because sometimes the danger cards, as they trigger outside of the waves, they don't always get the same response, and so I just lost all of my medics there, which is extremely unfortunate. Yeah, this flank is looking mighty thin at the moment, which I'm not a tremendous fan of, and that isn't really going to help me over much. I definitely need to focus more on this one. The cannon shot down a bunch of my houses, but I've got tons of rat citizens, so that's not really the biggest problem. Definitely need more dudes over here. Activate the danger card too. 10% gold again? You know, honestly, I don't really need that much gold right now. I am getting a decent amount since I'm being attacked by a lot of enemies, and I'm starting to get a little bit of bounty up and running. Bounty adds to the value of each individual enemy, which makes it an excellent thing to use once you're, you know, being aggressive and angry, like the military leader is. I really badly need more dudes over here. Gladiator might not be a bad idea. Lancer is kind of ass. He's not terrible. Courtyard. Wanted. Ah, Wanted is very good. Yep. Gladiator. Now, the military leader also has a bunch of abilities that are centered around moving your units, but with how massive your borders eventually get, I find moving your units tends to be far more of a detriment than a help half the time. Rescue. I am getting really... We're going to spend some money on cycling this side of the line a bit quicker, because I do need more dudes over here. If I want to make a setting similar yet different to 40k, how would I go about it? Well, honestly, I wouldn't make a 40k setting. I would make something unique. And, well, as I have kind of hinted at previously, there's something in the works. There is a secret project in the works, which is much larger than the History channel as well, so who knows? You might get an answer to that question eventually. Pibar Street King says, do you still play Oxygen Not Included? I haven't for a while, but, it's not like I don't play it. I would play it. Maybe I'll stream it. Who knows? 2 more walls. Let's expand now whilst we have an opportunity to do so. Tom Sepenen says, speaking of Primarchs, your Horus Heresy novel series has been on hiatus for some time, and we hate Master If Mankind novel, so there's reasons for not doing it. Yeah, the Master of Mankind novel is not very good, and the Horus Heresy pretty much only gets worse after the point when I left it off at, and it's also one of those... takes a lot of time things, because obviously you've got to read the whole books as you're doing that, and time is something that is in precious short supply these days, really. Gentle Throw, love the vid, stay awesome, thank you very much, sir. Corruption, readiness... Oh, fun is good. I'm getting too many economy cards here, which is actually a little bit... ass, because I need more military cards to keep my shit going. Sandoom says, maybe video on the Space Shark Marines. The book on them essentially say, without outright saying, that a Night Lord successor chapter. I need to get a hold of the book first, then, I think. But, yeah, no, the Space Sharks should be pretty cool. Activate those 2. Oh, Jesus, 2 of them. Okay, well, that's not really that big of a deal. We'll just stun and kill it. Mace Rats are really cool because they stun shit, which is awesome. Stuns are very powerful in this game. Should we play that first? because units have a lot of attack in this game. Lot of attack. Need to repair the houses. Growth icon. The growth icon, incidentally, in case you're wondering, means that your units will gain experience as they're killing stuff, and eventually you can promote your units as well, which is very nice. 60, well, it'll pay for itself. Still need more stuff over here. How is the other flank doing? Oh, click. And hold, and there. 17, that one's still holding out fairly well. Card upgrade. Is there anything? I mean, I would actually like to upgrade the... No, it only... Wait, what? Medics? Oh, it only gives her extra hit points. Yeah, that's useless. That's not very good at all. Upgrade militia shields. It's not the worst thing in the universe, but it's not particularly good either. Especially as these are expended. First aid... 2+ bounty, though. That's nice, because that's a lot of money. And that means I can eventually perhaps start getting rid of a lot of my economy cards. Defensive wall. Barracks. Do we need another barracks? Not necessarily. Ambush is kind of shit. Assassin. Military card hand. Ooh, nice. That's not bad. Oh. Goddamn, chat's getting away from me again. Local Spartan says, is that eventually measured in months or years? Oh, the big project? Oh, that's a while off. The History channel is actually in the final stages of production right now. But I'm still wondering, I'm still working out more correctly, how to do all of the animation work I want done. And I'm also still planning various types of videos. Like, one of the ideas that is basically in the animation stage right now is more of an explainer-style video covering various smaller topics, shall we say. That's always good. Bounty. Barracks. Sandoom says, Arch defines eventually in decades, Lord. Well, yes. See, the original idea was that the... I don't have any hands, so that was stupid. That the history project should be taking off this year, round about now, actually, but the goals of it kept growing until we have the current style of it, which includes all kinds of custom animations and cool shit, which take time to get going. Activate those two. Really shouldn't be using these outside of the waves, because it makes my little rats kind of retarded, but... I kind of also like getting them out of my hand before the actual danger shit comes along, too. 20 seconds. I'll just dump them down for now. Well, I've got 20 guys over there. I got 11 guys over there. Right, so we do need more guys. Blue Grin Grin. Read Isekai Harem. Read Isekai Harem on your recommendation. Interesting how much of the fantasy that is being a provided protector and supporter of women who adore him. Well, yeah, it is... It is most assuredly a, use that. It is most assuredly a wish fulfillment thing. I mean, the name is Otherworld Harem. It's hardly a massive surprise. I would like it if you would kill that thing instead, because it's currently kind of shooting you in the butt, and it's killing all of you, so please. I do hate the ferrets, because those little jumpy things are incredibly dangerous and annoying. Yeah, we're gonna have to fall back a bit here. Like, this flank is, God, oh, my guards card is fucking awful, but... See, this flank is doing fine, but I'm just not getting quite enough military units, cycled through my hand to build up a decent one. And that one battle screwed me over something hilariously there. Budgeting, rescue. I've got enough money, I should just be burning through some, prevention guards. That one's fine. Build, 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 build. I've got so much money I should just be burning through it now to get military cards over here. Medic, definitely. Hit it on the guards again, of course. How are you doing over this side? pretty well, pretty well. They're taking very few casualties, in large part probably because of the stuns of the maceman there, which is doing well. Also got 6 medics, which is pretty damn sneato cheeto. First aid, keep him alive. Once I eventually get a real good number of longbowmen, this will get a lot easier. Blessing. Discard's not terrible. YouTube doesn't do super chats. Streamlabs. I was supposed to have that up simultaneously, but I can't put all the windows. Brunei says, if you're going to do theory crafting videos, why not do one if the Horus Heresy never happened and or if the Primarchs were never scattered? Potentially. That's a pretty damn wide topic, though. That is a... see, if you wanted to... You could do it easily with a, relatively small thing, but if you want to do that properly, like, that is a big goddamn topic. It's a very large topic. To attract friendly unit. Arena's not bad. March isn't awful either. No allies dead for 40 seconds. That one is also not bad. 19. Did I buy? Yeah, I did buy. You play some Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts on the channel. It's changed massively since you last covered it. I know. I've been keeping up with the looks on it. The campaign map is nice. I want to play China. But apparently the current version is a bit buggy, particularly with the submarines. So I'll give it a bit more in the oven, I think, before I'll get back into it. Oh, we've got the mini boss there. I think that's the wave boss. Yep, 20 out of 30. Oof, Jesus. Don't shoot my barracks, it had just charged too, you filthy little fornicating fuckers. That is some serious casualties too. I mean, the medic is nice. God damn it. God damn it. I keep getting overwhelmed on like one flank continuously, which is kind of horrible. I have too many fucking economy cards, that is the issue. I need less economy cards. But I haven't gotten the opportunity to really delete cards yet. I should be picking that from now on. One militia maceman. Overturn that. Archer. Also means I haven't been able to really build up a good amount of veterans either, which is nasty. Alright. I also have been playing too many danger cards, because they do fill up your hand, so when you draw them, of course, they're going to take up slots in your hand, and if you take up slots in your hand, it means you can't go through your deck as quickly, which is kind of what's screwing me right now. I'm even starting to run out a little bit of my ridiculous amount of money. That fucking ship, too, is so annoying, because it breaks everything, and then you have to spend a lot of time to fix it. God, I really don't want to, but I'm gonna have to move this over, probably. Just for sheer survival's sake, as this is gonna burn down my entire settlement, pretty much. Yep. Need to keep burning through. Units. The Chabot, well, it's something. Oh, God, it's gonna take a very long time rebuilding all of this. Oh, great, because the next wave also spawned, which means I'm going to lose both sides now. Lovely, 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 lovely. Because, yes, the spawning doesn't stop at any point. Like, they will just continue to spawn at you until you end up finally killing them all. Mace, militia mace. Right, and I've got to stop them here. This is also why you occasionally want those movement cards, because your dudes are ridiculously slow without them. Very, very, very slow. I might actually be screwed here, because I'm just not getting the military cards I need. Leader level? I mean, why not? Yeah, I think I'm actually boned here. I'm just not getting the military cards. Alright, rebuild that. Jesus Christ. The amount of time it'll take just to rebuild all of the fucking buildings. And of course now I am going to be attacked from both sides too, which is extra lovely. Deselect a card. I mean, Warfund is one of the better ones. Let's get rid of that one. Longbow rat. I do need to build some defenses on the other side eventually too. And we'll see if we can try and reclaim some of this. Also burned through a lot of money. I flicked that a second too early, which is very stupid. And no military cards! God damn it. I am really getting hard fucked by this. One tanky card, great. Yeah, I think that's me done for, almost certainly. Yep, that is me dead. Yep. I got too many economy cards. That was the edit I made there. Too many economy cards, and I also got really fucking shit RNG. That starved me. That starved me bad. Didn't have that many more military cards to pick either. There we go. I love seeing you play some Prison Architect. I'm interested in your take as a warden. Prison Architect is a game I don't understand. Because I keep getting people shanked. It feels like it's impossible to not get them shanked at some point. At one point, every time they enter into the shower, there's an enormous brawl, and like 5 prisoners die every day, and the game doesn't really punish you for it, so I kind of just let it happen, frankly. Maybe I'll play Prison Architect. That's another good suggestion. Let's do another one. Let me do a... We can do a poll here as well. That seems sensible, doesn't it? How does one do the thingy? That's a very good question. I thought it was... Ah, there we go. Okay. Alright, how do we do this? Green, red, yellow, blue, purple, tan? Teal? No. That is caps lock. Merchant. General. Builder. Scientist. Oh, I can only have... What? I can only have 4 options. Oh, eat my dick. That's retarded, YouTube. Why? Okay, I'll take out the general, because I just played him, and I'll add in... the spiritualist. There. Only 4 options. This is muy retardo. Don't like it. What are the rat boobas? Tragically, not a lot of them. I didn't get the breed card in that round either, which is absolutely tragic, because breed card is best card. So, merchant leader, he does focus on the economy, and he has the deal, which gives you more money per gold discarded, which is Nito Cheeto. The engineer, or builder leader, he fights using buildings almost exclusively. He's probably one of the better ones. Like, the general is good, so long as you can get some, military cards. But the builder is excellent because he actually has an ability to draw building cards, which is amazing. The scientist is trash. just actually awful. I hate him a lot, and that's all you need to know. And the shaman leader, or the spiritualist, is also kind of trash, but I like her more because, well, her ability is to kill your own rats and then use their souls to beat the enemy to death, which makes sense. And the navigator, he just gets free shit. No, that's his ability. He gets free shit, and then he resupplies his free shit. And that's about it. He's retarded. Very much so. He also builds colonies that you'll never see, ever. Oh yeah, the Isekai harem thing one. That one. I want to kind of return to that because yes, protect and support women who adore him. Yeah. So part of it is obviously the wish fulfillment of having a harem, duh. But there is also a lot of the actually taking care of them thing as well, in that he is the sole provider for his harem of slaves. Now there's also the again. Personally, the best part of it, in my opinion, is the world building, just because it is so goddamn retardedly dense. But that's also a massive turn-off for many, because it is a slow manga. But the anime, too. The anime could have done with better pacing. Like, Maleficus Shaikon says, how would the Tyranids do against the Eldar at the height of their power? Well, that's the thing. At the height of the Eldar's power, they were literally wielding gods as weapons, and only the Necrons at the height of their power would be able to oppose them. So, poorly, I'd think, honestly. I mean, the Eldar could literally just invent a god that severs their connection to the warp, and there you go. They're screwed over out of their synapse completely. Blade says, are there any chapters that you want to give the... Chapters? Give the Neko Nyan Nyan treatment? The Emperor's Children would be a little bit rapey to be Nekos, honestly. Just a pinch. The Imperial Fists would be the best ones, because they would just put Nekomimis everywhere. Like their barbettes would be Nekomimis, their towers would be Nekomimis, they'd have little whiskers on their gates and stuff. That'd be beautiful. And they'd be just as serious as ever. Like, all of them would be decked in Neko stuff, and they would still be the same kind of hard-assed Imperial Fists as ever. Yes, that would be excellent. They would never acknowledge it at all. They would just look at you weirdly if you dare to bring it up. Build for Dawn. Spiritualists sound fun and non-conventional. Yes. Non-conventional as in ineffective. Mostly. You need to play Prison Arch... Oh god, YouTube, stop scrolling. You need to play Prison Architect like the spiffing Brit usually does it. I don't know how he does it. See, the thing is, Prison Architect feels like one of those creative games, and I'm just not that creative when it comes to playing games. I tend to try and min-max the shit out of things, rather than try and figure out how to break it. See, I tend to not try to break my games, that's another thing too. Because I have more enjoyment of just playing the game as intended. Boring like that. Made in Abyss. It is sad. There you go. That's my opinion on Made in Abyss. It is sad. It's literally a tragedy. I'm not fond of tragedies by and large, because I'm like, yeah, I mean, I don't want to be sad. Usually. Not an emotional urge I have all that often, frankly. I can see the appeal, however. Marksman of 117B, LMIO, sounds like the newest Furry Apocalypse video. Maybe. Oh, Darkest Dungeon. You'd have to pay me a lot of money to play Darkest Dungeon. Like, oh god, fuck that video game. I love it in theory, but it is one of those developer versus player video games, where they just make the game more churlishly abusive for no other reason than because they want to try and screw over the poor fucker trying to have fun with it. Yuck. Plans to try out a new release of Dwarf Fortress. Obviously, I'm going to be playing that when it comes out, which is... let me check that real quick. It's in a couple of weeks, isn't it? Let me just Steam that. Let us see. 6th of December, so 8 days. Oh, that's actually not that far away. You know, there's a lot of games coming around that time, which I'm looking forward to quite a bit. Play Terra Invicta. Okay, I'm gonna have to do what Kyle does and basically have people pay me to play video games. Starting a poll like that. Terra Invicta is ridiculously slow, but maybe. Battle Brothers is also abusive, but maybe. I heard it's gotten better. Alright, let's see. We'll 234 votes, so half people have voted. Been going for 5 minutes. That sounds reasonable, so we'll end the poll there, and it gives me a result. Spiritualist, 31%. Well, fuck you too. Well, it's not scientist, which is number 2, of course. Urakani says, honor the Finno-Korean Hyperwar veterans. Finno-Korean Hyperwar. Okay. Been playing Darktide, it's fun, but don't have friends to play with. If you manage to have fun with it without friends, I pity you, admire you, a mix of all of the above. Right. Let's do random then. Battle Brothers is far more fair than most Brutal games. Not last time I tried it, but they might have changed it a little bit. Jesus. Okay, what do these cards do? Skirmisher. Immune to curse when deploy one card. That's an awful card. For trade, Soul Siphon for every collected soul. No, I'm pretty sure the souls are my dudes too. So every card in card tomb, which I have 0 of. Just put those down to be basic guards. Put a guard down. Don't have any money for that. Alright, so where's the soul mechanic again? Put those in there. Click that. That gives me some souls. I feel like there used to be a place where I could see the souls in my tomb thingy. Maybe I was confused of this. Pottery. Grain. Guard. Skirmisher. A treasure chest. The game has a pinch lacking in-game tutorial, so you best know what things do, otherwise you might be sad. House, put that down. Pottery, should put that first. Cheese, cheese, cheese. And what do we got? Acolytes, summon one skeleton. It's like, summons a other shit minion when dead. Like, oh, wonderful. Graveyard, soul building, activate or find military cards from card tombs. I mean, that's nice. Repair is nice too. Tithe? Whenever unit summoned. Summons, I mean, we kind of suffered because we didn't have any military cards last time. I'll go for the Skelly Rat for now. Well, the Celestial Alliance had Imperial Fist, so it makes sense. Oh, there you go. It does make kind of sense. I might try Battle Brothers, because I have in fact heard that it has gotten a lot less retarded than back in the day. And yes, it is, well, there is some RNG in Battle Brothers too, but technical enemies, that's useless because the enemies have like 50 damage late game. I'm just not going to help you in the slightest. Not at all. Not enough gold. Not enough gold. I do not have a lot of gold. That makes me sad. House. Oh, Jesus. Well, I mean, I wish I had money for all of that. God damn it. Bot. Go away. Bad bot. But Darkest Dungeon is... See, if it was just the RNG, I could probably tolerate it to a certain extent. But it's also that many of the mechanics are invented specifically to screw you over. Actively to screw you over. Like, the fact that the last boss, you need to beat him like 5 times, and he's gonna kill 2 of your max level retardo heroes every time, and all of the other heroes are useless from that point on, because they're so scared they'll never be able to run that particular dungeon ever again. It's like... So you've got a max level, like 4 or 5 parties, assuming you never actually fuck up and lose anybody, all the way to max level to beat the game. That is what we call sad. Very sad. And egregiously nonsensical as well, mind you. Not an enormous fan of Darkest Dungeon, despite the fact that it's... Oh god, it was so much more fun back in the day, it's the worst part. Helldrake77777 says, where can one find the thumbnail picture in full? Well, I'll probably be starting to upload these onto my Patreon and onto the supporty thingy on YouTube, the membership thingy, which I don't think is active yet, but it will be eventually. So those will be places where I'll be putting that up over time. I would love the apartment house, but I cannot afford the apartment house. Remove 1 card, burial rights, leader level, because I have no gold, so losing half of it really does not matter. Ziggurat. That one's pretty good, isn't it? For that I mean, it's not great, but it's not awful either. Like, it's a turret building. Problem with turret buildings is you kind of need to build them when you've already pushed the frontier enough to make them, you know, permanently useful, or hope that you somehow get the demolish card, which is rare. Dark Dungeon is much tardo. Yes, I agree, chat. It is much tardo. Not a fan anymore. It is a terrible video game. I've heard about Darkest Dungeon 2. Is that a watchtower wouldn't be the worst thing. A curse. I barely understand the curse mechanic, honestly. I think it does, like, extra damage to the enemy. I think. I'm not entirely sure. I can pick that up. Watchtower wouldn't be bad either, but I can't really afford it. At all, in fact. It collected soul. So, current level 40. Ah, so that's how you see it, right? So you build it up and then you cash it out. Right, okay, that makes a certain degree of sense. I need to put that on a building, do I? That makes me a bit worried. I wish I could tell what that did. Oh, does it do damage over time? Is that what a curse does? It does damage? Oh. Well, in that case, that was a terrible idea. A dreadful idea, actually. Well, I mean, seeing as my dudes kind of need to die eventually to spawn their things, I mean... Second Darkest Dungeon game is not as bad as the first. Well, that's nice. 4 card in the graveyard. Well, we'll switch over a few more before we... 90 gold? I mean, it's kind of worth it. It is worth it. And money cost, but we'll build that up a bit more. Alright. Cheese. Grain. We're not going to cash that again. Oh, it continued to put the curse on the... Oh no, they probably spawn with curses so that you can't just build an army of undead rats, I guess. That's sad, though, because building an army of undead rats is kind of what I would want to do, frankly, if I had the option to do so. Oh, Jesus, their damage is so fucking pathetic. I need military cards again. Once again. That one. I've got so few military units deployed that it doesn't actually matter. I've got lots of rat citizens, but I ain't got any real fucking dudes to put down. A tragedy, to be sure. Lord Comes Spartan says, Darkest Dungeon is easy to tweak and change settings to your taste, though. I modified a bunch of numbers in my copy and made it a lot more fun. That sounds like a lot of effort. Unironically, it sounds like a lot of effort. It's like, fix the video game. I appreciate the ability to do so, but even so. Waking Kiwi says, so has anyone else had problems with subscribe starters of late? Mine is working for some creators up until now, but now it can't use my card at all. I don't know. It might not be a subscribe star thing. It might also be a people don't like subscribe star thing. Who knows? Then again, it's also Russian, so it might be affected by a whole host of currently ongoing sanctions. So, yeah, that's another thing as well. That's why I still haven't moved away from my Patreon, for the simple reason that, well, it works, and it uses everything, literally. It allows everything, and it's not likely to get banned anytime soon either, so it's a safety line sort of thing, really. Banshee Master says, Arch, are we going to get a video on Erda, aka Mother of the Primarchs, and do you believe that GW could use her as a reason for female Space Marines if they bent the knee one day? Of course they could. I mean, the thing is, the Wokies are correct when they say that at the end of the day, 40k is a made-up setting, and the creators of it could do whatever they want with it. If they decide to bend the knee, they could do what they've already done to the Emperor. Druid, that's not a great card, but it's a military card, and God knows I fucking need military cards. Where they turned the Emperor into a ridiculously bad fucking character. And they undermined pretty much every single one of his achievements. If they wanted to, they could do that to anything. Again, I hate the fact that the Astartes now, they're not named after, like, Astarte, the goddess, which would make a lot of sense, you know, the goddess of birth, etc. They're named after just some random scientist. And it wasn't the Emperor even that made the Space Marines, that made the Astartes. No, it was a team of scientists that made them. Like, don't get me wrong. That is a more realistic explanation, sure, but it's also an objectively worse explanation. Because previous to this, the Space Marines were cool and special and unique, and they were made by a demigod, essentially. Now, there's some rando's fucking science experiment. We don't even know much about the rando in question. In fact, he's mentioned in like one line of text in the Belisarius Call book that goes like, oh yeah, no, the Astartes are called the Astartes because the guy who made like one of the key formulas for their internal goo, he was named Astartes. That's retarded. Like, it's awful. And it's one of those things where if you're gonna make new law, you have to ask yourself the question, does this benefit me in any way? Is this advantageous? Does this make the setting cooler? Does it make people go like, wow, that's awesome? Or does it actually undermine what you have already created? And turning the Space Marines from creatures of mythological providence into test tube babies does not add to the setting in the slightest. It is much retarded, and I hate it a tremendous amount. Like Kinkivi says, so it's okay for me to move over to Patreon for now. Sure, yeah. Why not? But yeah, no, that's fine. The only problem with Patreon is, well, the thing is, the reason why a lot of people have a problem with Patreon, and I too, was because they were getting ridiculously ban happy. But for one reason or another, they have been backing down quite a lot on that banning thing recently. A lot. So, I don't know. It's the thing. Oh, that's how that works. God damn it, I've been using that card completely wrong. Elementalist. It's got a card when deployed, summon one Earth Spirit for every discarded card. Not terrible. Someone really does. That, because if my mechanic is souls, then making sure that I get a retarded amount of souls seems like a sensible thing to do, in my opinion. Targeted group. Could that affect enemies, I wonder? Probably something worthwhile testing. Use the Ziggurat. I will, but I'm going to use it when I've pushed up the front line enough to the point where I can just leave it there. You know, so there, basically. Then I will use it. The 40k version of midichlorians? Yeah, kinda. Like, the midichlorians? Okay, fine. It makes more sense? In a way. Because it does. It's like, okay, what is the Force? Well, it's some kind of phenomenon in the world. Okay, right, fair enough. So how do we explain it? Well, in universe reason, there are, like, little weird things in the air, and they move things because they're kind of like amoebas, and they get affected by your thoughts. Alright. I mean, that is an explanation. Which, it sounds retarded to say it, but yes, no, that is an explanation. That is, oh god, I managed to remove the card I was gonna test if it fucking affected the goddamn enemies. And now, I can't get over there in time, so we're gonna turn around and we're gonna be all kinds of retarded about it. Yeah, it's gonna be fucking stupid, frankly. No. That was terrible timing and is going to screw me over in oh so many interesting and delicious ways. Lovely. Fantastic. Because I don't want to get rid of this now, because I want to build that wall so I can build a fucking Ziggurat. Okay, rebuild that. Hurry scurry. Build that. Chest. Lead a level up. Shamanic tree. Can't afford it. Listen, at least the voice acting is adorable, if nothing else. Oh, now I can test the soul for. Oh, god damn it. I don't know if that tested it the way I wanted to test it because I panicked and I clicked too soon, and now I just kind of feel bad about all of it, frankly. Oh well. Right. I can't afford it. Please kill the dogs. I can't kill the dogs. The fact that I'm already basically losing on a front is a bad sign. A terrible sign. An awful sign. Why are the skeletons running away? I mean, come on. They're skeletons. Do they even care? Alright, so we'll put that down there now. No, it only affects my dudes. Okay, well. Suicide. Oh. I need more military units, like yesterday. Please kill the dogs. Please kill the dogs. Please kill the dogs. I beg of you. Come on. There's like one more dog left. Oh, god damn it. Fuck me! Okay. Abandon that. Get card. Military card, please. Turn out like the front. No. Right. Military. 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 Need units. Need units bad, like yesterday. That would be a good time to insert an ad. No, YouTube. Midichlorians make more sense as a marker of power, like maggots to a corpse. More power draws more midichlorians. It does. Like, the midichlorians, again, it's as an in-universe explanation for a thing. But, again, you return to the point. Do you need to explain that thing? Or is it better for that thing to simply be a cool thing that nobody knows anything about? And in the case of the midichlorians, it's obviously B. Like, explaining that midichlorians are this and that does not make the Star Wars universe any better. It doesn't really make it any deeper. It doesn't really make it any more interesting or appealing. It only manages to, Chief Sparrow's Nest. Oh. Can't attack. Oh, great. Add 5 ephemeral skirmisher cards to your hand. One to card horde? That doesn't seem very good. Actually, seems kind of useless. Sparrow's Nest, I guess, then. I don't actually want to go over and look at the second flank because I have a sneaking suspicion it's probably going just as badly over here. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Military cards, God help me. Acolyte, skirmisher. Now I can build the ziggurat over here at least, that's something. And I can build a Sparrow's Nest, which apparently has a ridiculous range, which is awesome. You can build it all the way back there, nice. Oh, Jesus, there's one of the spawners in there. That's gonna be a problem. I'm going to die unless I get some fucking military cards. Which I don't. Does this work on them? It doesn't work on them. Redraw. Skirmisher. Guard. Redraw. Acolyte. Acolyte. Skirmisher. Just plunk the fuckers down as fast as humanly possible. Alright. Have I lived? Maybe? It's a big maybe. I lived. Okay, well, that was a slight miracle. Ah, Jesus Christ. Oh, more! Fantastic. Ziggurat available. Okay, can you kill that? Yes, okay, you might be able to kill that. That would be fantastic if you could kill that. Great, actually, I can't let them hit that, like, once. One druid. Fantastic. Oh, yeah, that's my ass grass. Fuck. Should have built another wall over there sooner, so I'd at least have bought myself a little time, because now I can't actually bring any units over there. Because even if I were to try, I can't actually target that wall anymore, so, yeah. The curse of no fucking military cards continues. Fun tip for Ultimate Admiral Dreadnought, they recently added friendly fire, so if you ever outnumber, sail a captain's ship into the enemy formation and watch as the enemies kill each other. Well, that's a thing, definitely. I should have picked the goddamn, the chief, shouldn't I? Because then I would at least have some bloody military cards. Case already planned 2 in 2. Range by 200. Banshee. Rear attack. Air attack. And that one sounds good. Banshee sounds good. I don't have curse. Now let's try one more of that, because I felt like that didn't really work out very well at all. Horse Girl. Hello, Tomoe. Can you customize your deck? No. Tragically, you cannot customize your deck. You only unlock new units or new cards as you level up, because you get a certain amount of experience points after each game, and you can use those cards in the next game then when you use the leader. So right now I should, for example, have the Banshee card, which hopefully will be useful. I mean, it's a military card, and God knows I need those. At least now I know how the Forbidden Trader works, so that'll be useful. I had no idea how that worked. Alright, let's try not to get horribly murdered today. I feel like I could win this game easily back in the day. If they made it harder, maybe. That would be rather churlish of them if they had. Then again, if I could win it frequently in the past, then maybe it was too easy. Cheese, delicious cheese, which I can't afford. Now I can afford the cheese. So the reason why I'm not playing all 3 cheese cards, by the way, is because cheese only gives you extra money when you have more cheese cards in the hand. So if you play just the naked cheese card, you're actually losing $10. So you don't want to just throw cheese at your little... oh, I'm at a rat citizens. Well, that's unfortunate. You don't want to just throw rats at your cheese? God damn it. Fun fact, the most common named, most common rat is Rattus norvegicus. Oh, Banshee, well we'll definitely pick up that. Which is the common brown rat, but for some reason it is also named the Norwegian rat. I don't know why. Does it come from Norway? Like, are we the only ones who have rats? Did we invent rats? Maybe. I don't know whether that's a win or a loss, frankly, a W or an L, but... yeah, no, we probably invented rats. Rattus norvegicus. Another fun fact is that Rattus norvegicus has a very interesting breeding cycle, in that they ejaculate automatically when there are female rats nearby. That feels like hell, I imagine. Like you're just chilling there, a female walks within 100 meters and you just start squirting all over yourself for no particular reason, and then you're confused. The worst part is, too, Rattus norvegicuses apparently can ejaculate continuously for hours, somehow. Nature is a horrible thing. And nature is an absolutely horrible thing. I heard a legend, too, or a rumor, I don't know if this is true, where they can apparently kill themselves in their own orgies, which is an interesting idea. And now you know, chat. I hope you're glad for this. Gasmask Joe says, will you ever re-release your Dominion 5 series? Really enjoyed the way you presented it. I'll probably do so. I was thinking of moving it over to this channel, actually. Soul disappear after Soul Seconds. Oh, that's awful. I mean, those are great stats, but that's a temporary unit. I hate temporary units. I despise temporary units. They are awful. Rats were spawned from ancient Norse rituals. I can believe it. Rats make ultrasonic noise when you tickle them. Really, chat? Huh. Okay, well, there you go. You have learned multiple things about rats today. One is that they can ejaculate indefinitely. Another one is that they just randomly ejaculate when there are female nearby. And another one is that apparently when you tickle them, they make ultrasonic noise. Which leads us all to the natural conclusion that if you tickle a rat, not only will it ejaculate continuously, it'll scream in ultrasonic whilst doing so. Again, nature. I feel like nature was invented to fuck us over more so than anything else. Lose half your gold, that's fine, because I literally have no gold. cheese market? Yeah, no, sure, why not? Because it's a card I can get out of my hand, so it's not really the worst. Cheese. I imagine you'd want to stack these like mad. Just to get like a ridiculous amount of curses going. Because the curses are a damage over time dot, so surely you would want just a hilarious amount of them. I shouldn't build that just. Let's check what's in the goodie bag. A second cheese market. You know, it's not the worst idea ever. I keep not buying the military cards. I feel like I'm actively fucking myself rather than the game necessarily screwing me over, but such is life. 60 bucks. We'll wait for a bit longer for that one. I would love it if you could give me my defensive wall, which you did, but I didn't check my money, so actually I don't care. Rodents in general are funny. That sounds like it's correct, yes. Are we sure Arch isn't a rat? Forgive me, chat, for I'm about to sin as I raise one eyebrow and look at you suggestively and say, why don't you tickle me and find out? I am sorry. I couldn't resist. Come on, that was funny. I believe that was funny. 3 cards, because houses are good. Cheese market. We shall build the cheese market. I imagine cheese merchants would do pretty well in Rat Society, frankly. Actually, hold on. No, I ruined my own joke, didn't I? Because even if you were to tickle me, I'd be laughing in ultrasonic, so you wouldn't be able to hear anything. Well, it was worth a try. Tanish Nev says, how familiar are you with the Endless Dungeon game, Amplitude? A modern version of Dungeon of the Endless, aka Tower Defense plus Twin Stick Shooter. There's a Craver Cowboy. It is awesome. I am only... Well, I would actually say I'm quite familiar with the Endless setting because I've played Endless Space, I've played Endless Legend. I haven't played Endless Dungeon, mind you. Don't like the strategy ones. Ugh. Okay, minus HP it is then. Whenever a wave is over. That's very good. Let's do that. I don't like their strategy games. At all. Not in the slightest. Okay, Endless Space... Actually, no. Endless Space, I don't mind. Endless Space is fine. Endless Legend is awful. I hate their combat. It has such a beautiful presentation, but the combat system is so very, very ass. I despise it. And I can't play it. Like, it's Witcher 1 level combat for me, where I just literally can't. Oh god, it has like 5 hit points. That's why it's dying constantly. Once again, video game, I have come to you to ask you for, please, some fucking military cards. I played that completely wrong. Yeah, the problem with the curse is it doesn't do a whole lot of damage, and it takes quite a long time for it to tick, and the banshees themselves die very easily. I feel like... Do the banshees move, like, really fast or something? They don't. Okay. Because otherwise, maybe they'd be like a skirmishing unit that you'd send up to another wall, and then you'd move them back? Pottery? Good. Defensive wall, ghost tower, activate and apply 10 curse to all enemies. That sounds good, but I can't afford it. I'm not even remotely close to being able to afford it. 1 time for every collected soul. That one's pretty good. I do need more military cards. Sleep to enemies in 4 range. Preach. 12 military cards. I mean, that's neat. And I'll do that one. I've got all the houses in the world, but nobody to put in them. Endless Space 2. Yes, I have played Endless Space 2. It's pretty good. It is pretty good. I do quite like the Endless Space games. They are not too bad at all. 27 money for that. I can't afford it. Now I can afford it. Right, and that will then take that down because of souls. Right, okay. I'm starting to figure this out just a little bit, at least. We're not going to activate that just yet. I wish that activated automatically. 7 over there. 5 over there. 120, good enough. Don Pete XX says, is there any way to save a shard of a demon Primarch? As loyal example, Angron once declared that he's the Red Angel and Angron dies in Usaria alongside his Eaters of Cities and he was trapped by Lorgar. Hold on a second. Syntax. Is there any way to save a shard of a demon Primarch as loyal example Angron once declared that he's a Red and died in Usaria alongside his Eaters of Cities and he was trapped by Lorgar? I don't think I understand the question. Sorry. Tanish Nevsev, Dream Scenario, Endless Legend 2 with Humankind combat system, further improved from Humankind. Yes, that would be nice. Or just any kind of a decent combat system would be fantastic, because it doesn't really have one, which aggravates me greatly. Oh, should have played that a slightly bit differently there. Play, cheese, 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 cheese. Lovely. Hello, Disco. It's a streaming bush. Yes, it's a rare creature, but it does occasionally happen. It might be happening more frequently in the future. Who knows? Thinner gold, cards, more military shit would be fantastic. I can't get more military shit, however, so we'll do leadership stuff. Fine. Top 100 cheeses. Well, Tomoe, there is only one type of cheese, and it is cheese with holes in it. That is it. Only cheese with hole. Chat, Ratio, Tomoe, by the way. Tomoe is a very good girl. She is a VTuber who streams occasionally. She needs to stream more. She needs a harsher work ethic, in my opinion. And she believes that cheese is solid. She believes it's just like a thing, like a hard thing that exists in nature and is presumably harvested by, I don't know, trolls, I guess. It's a very, very, very weird point of view that I've never seen anywhere else. But yes, all good cheese has holes in it, as anyone with half a brain will tell you. Okay, no. Oh, I've finally actually been able to produce enough military units to populate my front lines for a bit. Lovely. They die so easily, though. See, when you build up like eight stacks of that, run a car whenever I have between assaults. That's not bad. I'll take that. Don't cry at me, woman. Mushroom farm. Anything useful? No. See, the problem with the events is half the time they just punish your ass. There's an example of a shard of a demon Primarch being redeemed when the shard of Magnus was fused with the Thousand Sun Marine. Ah, right, okay, yeah, no. See, that puts it more into context. Marionette. No. Okay, Druid, Skirmisher. Skirmisher, I need more things. Yep, sure. Moth Conjurer. Excuse me? Sure, we'll conjure moths. Alright, so, pause for a second there, because I need to think about this answer a little bit. So thank you for elaborating, but yes. So, the shards of Magnus, right? The shards of Magnus are a specific thing to Magnus, because he was shattered into multiple pieces. I don't remember how many there are, but as you say, one of them was fused into one of the Knights Errants, I believe, and turned into Janus, the Grand Master of the Grey Knights. But again, that is specifically to Magnus, so I don't think you could shard Angron, for example, because he's not as psychically active either. You know, if you could theoretically shard them, then yes, you could also theoretically turn them loyalists by doing so, but not the easiest thing to do. Not the most reliable. Honestly, the only Primarch that should have a redemption arc is Fulgrim. And that is only because Fulgrim was trapped inside of the painting, and you could bring him back as the Fulgrim trapped in the painting. That is the only way you could do a good redemption arc in my opinion on that, because he's already there. There's already a reason to bring him back, because we know he's in the painting. We know he's at least semi-aware in the painting, and if he can be put in the painting, then surely he can be pulled back out of the painting again. No, that one. Soul Reaper. It would have been fun to get even more cheese markets, but we can only have so many cheese markets, frankly, before the cheese markets get a little bit ridiculous. So you need to be in my hand whilst I'm gathering souls. The birds twitter, the blue penguin makes holes in the cheese. Click the mouse button, say she will be great. He will be grateful. The birds, blue penguin makes holes in the cheese. Ah, you're explaining to Tomoe how cheese is made, in that birds make the holes. I can believe that. Can I kill this? I can. I don't want another one of those. I'll take that one. It's certainly a more believable theory than just things walk around collecting solid cheese, I'll say that much. Rain, gods. I'm picking up too many economy cards again, aren't I? 6 curse to all units of 1. I feel like this would be... I feel like I need to set up like an expendable quarter somewhere. Like a forward wall, which I basically don't defend, but I just put curses on it. Like mad. Why do I keep clicking that when I have nothing that can take souls in hand? Because I keep thinking that souls is some kind of overarching resource, and it isn't, which is very, very stupid of me. Alright, put that down. So I need to wait for that to apply the curse if I wanted to. Because now they're cursed, right? So now if I apply that, they'll be more cursed. Right, okay. I am beginning to understand the generalistic basics of what this video game wants me to do with it. Scrivener, 10 cost to redraw for every card in your deck. Elementalist, because that Earth Spirit looks fucking adorable, that's why. Mushrooms, Skirmisher, God. Cheese markets. Actually, let's redraw a hand first, because if we get more cheese, I don't. Cheese, cheese, cheese. I've actually used up all my people. My god. I need houses for once. For once I need houses rather than combat cards. Wailing War. Remote side I'll have every card. Well, that's fucking creepy. I'll take it though. It's evil. Repair. Removes codes from target group. Heals target for 100% of soul. Sounds like a combo card. Also sounds like a very situationally useful card, which I really shouldn't be filling my hands up with, but it sounds funny. Repair? Repair. Repair is nice. The reflection cracked never happened? Correct, chat. Yes, no, the reflection cracked did never happen. It's... oh, God. So if I put you inside of the wall gains hit points. Aha. Well, I mean, that certainly makes a sorta, kinda, maybe sense. Am I cursing these guys? I believe I am. So let's wait until they gang up there a little bit, cast a couple of curses on them, then activate that, and then we'll try and run these lads away. And they'll be constantly ticking for damage, but it is dick all damage, though. 73 attack. Neat. Neato Cheeto. Well, if only I could give him Splash, that would make him really goddamn good. Mushroom Farm. Click. Can you curse the undead? Well, apparently. Oh, I didn't mean to click that. That was unfortunate. Is there no way to... No, the Banshees don't have that much range. But neither do these necessarily have that much range either. Elementals costs 3. That's a lot. Repair. Everyone's dead. Alright, so that summons a couple of earth things. The problem is, if I... Yes, the earth things are on a cooldown timer. Oof. That's not great. In fact, that's kind of awful. That's nice. I'm beginning to understand the soul thing, but it's one of those very stacky mechanics that's not necessarily good unless you manage to stack it very just so. Dark spell, acolyte, acolyte. Wailing wall? No. Defensive wall. No. No. No, Discordia, there are no crackers in this video game. There is only cheese. Only ever cheese. Put you inside of wall. That added like 1 hit point. That was not worth it. Add that. I feel like the game wants me to skirmish with these things, and yet they can't really do it. Unless maybe if you had the druids up. But no, the druids are frontline units, so the druids would just fucking die. That's not very useful. So that summons... Summons dependent upon how many units you've got. I'm trying to wrap my head around the soul summoning mechanics, and I must admit I'm having a hard time figuring out exactly how to do it properly. Get a legendary card, Wailing. That one goes only instant 4 range whenever soul spawns in target range. That could be good. Sparrow's Nest. Doom. 20 Curse. That requires 6 guys, though. But that is good. Like, 20 Curse is 20 damage, like, every 3 or 4 seconds. The game definitely wants me to camp with these bastards. I am pretty certain of that now. Midas Hand. Units killed by Curse. Ooh. I mean, that's potentially amazing. Soul Reaper. Definitely get another one of those. Maybe if I just get so many effing Banshees. Maybe if I just get that retardedly many Banshees. Problem is, I'm getting pushed back and I'm not really killing them fast enough. I'm not convinced my strategy is working in the slightest. And I'm feeling rather pessimistic. Not enough rat citizens. I can't guarantee that these are going to be killed by curses, so there's really not a good idea to put Midas hands on them. Now I can probably guarantee they're going to be killed by mostly curses. Probably. Cheese, cheese. Cheese, cheese, cheese. Actually, should have put more cheese. Thought I put more cheese. Didn't put more cheese. Fancy wall. Or to pick up a goddamn chest. House. Very useful. Repair. Rat citizens. Alright, well, I'm doing halfway alright. I did get pushed back a lot there. Banshee. Alright, so I don't have any fucking rat citizens now. Now I need houses. Apply curse. Six damage. Yes, so I am correct in that each curse gives 1 damage tick. That's nice. Throw that out. 46 attack. The Soul Reaper is so theoretically good, but without any good meat ahead of him, it's really difficult to actually make him work. If I had like a thing that continuously summoned, that would be excellent. Little baby rats fighting big rats? No, they're ferrets. Ferrets are the natural enemies of rats, obviously. Oh, god damn it. Put down Soul Reaper, put down that. I feel like I'm bleeding dudes awfully quickly, which I probably am. Doom? Right, let's put down Doom. We got 5, 6 Banshees over there now. I'm lacking killing power. That's the thing. I really need to have the ability to actually kill shit. And right now, I don't feel like I have the ability to actually kill shit. A Doom will finish in 60 seconds, which is a very long time to not be killing enemies. They're a little bit faster. Midas Hand, Soul Calling. And oh, that's dead too. God damn it. I mean, putting 20 curse on everything certainly did do the job. And it did give me an absolute assload of money, but I keep getting pushed back. Really, really fucking badly too. Skirmishers, Banshees, keep building things. Oh god. It's a Scorpion. The Scorpion is the natural enemy of rats. Do that again. Repair, Banshee. Need AoE curse thing badly. Need direct damage. Need to be able to kill them. Acolyte. Elementalist. I've got like nothing on this side, do I? Oh. Very bad. Very, very, very bad. Retreat, because you're all gonna fucking die. 6 curse to target, yes. Skirmishes, almost done, and then we're just gonna basically hope that the curses do enough to kill all of them. I mean, that's ticking for 52 damage now, so that should be a lot. Well, there, 104. There you go. That's got to be something. 104 ticking damage. Meanwhile, I also need to actually have a defense on the other side of the map. That'd be nice. Banshees. Banshees. Okay. I think I'll survive. Somehow. The world tree will punish the sinners. What the Chief, mine... Invincible effect to all allies. Chief, because I do need more. Dude, no, don't cancel that. Tintinevs have just curious, have you played the latest Endless Space 2 expansion, as you only made a video for the Vaulters? I'm curious if you played the others, and what you thought of them. I haven't, really. It's been a while since I played Endless Space, frankly, so I haven't played many of the expansions. I think I played one more, but that's about it. Oh god, we're on the lizards already. That's going to be a pain in my butthole. Well, the ferocious one too. Pottery... Chief? I don't have the numbers to play these, do I? The thing is, the skirmishes aren't very good. Like, look at them getting absolutely shit-canned. Like, This is a weird, this is a weird deck. I can get the Soul Reapers up to have quite a lot of damage, but since my dudes die so bloody quickly, it doesn't really matter. If I had goddamn tower defenses, That one would be good, yes. If I had an ability to hold them off more. If I had an ability to breed, that too would be lovely. 2 feels kind of soulless to me. Soulless. I see what you did there. I wish I had more souls too. I need a breed cart. That's what I need. I need the ability to increase my population. Soul Reaper, and he's dead again. Maybe this is what I'm supposed to do. Just kind of hit them with, but you gotta retreat so early though. And then you lose all of them if you're fighting. Oh, god. Deck is kind of retarded. That's my grand thesis on this. Ghost Tower? I mean... It works out relatively well early game, but against these guys, like 28 ticking damage is like nothing to them. Oh, gotta just throw shit at them now to try and hold them off the settlement. Come on, kill the last one. If you even can. Oh, God. I'm not even going to be able to rebuild in time. Alright, well, I've got to play a chief, I guess, and try to drown them in more useless ass skirmishers. Oh, goody, more attackers. Banshee over there to start cursing them. Doom? Yeah, I think I'm screwed. Yep, I am. Because I can't get any more people over there now. Again, I get the idea. So the point is clearly you need to put curse on them, and then you need to put a lot of curse on them, but you need to put so much curse on them. Because, again, 27 ticks is nothing for these guys. They've got like 1,000 bloody hit points. Alright. Well, put up a... vampirism. Apply 2 curse to target group. Thanks for 100% life steal to target group. Okay, that would be decent. Soul Spirit, applying curse to target group. Fit attack speed to target group. A curse on your own guys, though. So you'd need to do that, and then the curse clear. So, synergy. Heal the adjacent allies for attack whenever an adjacent ally dies. See, the entire focus of having your guys die is an interesting mechanic, but in a card game where you only get so and so many cards, and you need to continuously be replenishing those cards with another resource which is gold, having your dudes die is not actually a very good long-term strategy. Let's see. Navigator. Merchant. Scientist. And builder. There we are, and we'll do another poll for that. And that messes up all of the goddamn windows I had up, doesn't it? Yes, it does. There we are, much better. Now I can see stuff again. Cursing cultists and skeletons is a legit strategy, so just get more skeletons. They run out, though. Like cursing skeletons, so you'd need lots of skeletons. And then curse them to turn into more skeletons. That could work. And again, you're basing it on your dudes dying, though. Not my playstyle. I really like your vampire videos. Is there any other games in that setting you like? You like Mage, Werewolf, Hunter? Don't think I've played them. I've only really played Vampire, so I don't know. Hopefully they're good. Squeck the Builder, Shaman Rat. Necros. Necros. Is that a card? Murderer. Is there a murderer? I'm pretty sure there's one. These are all there are. A building is a pyramid scheme. One brick rests on two. A building is a pyramid scheme in that you get a lot of buildings and then you become very safe. And then if something collapses, everything collapses immediately. Yes. What are your hopes and dreams for Warhammer the Old World? Oh, God. That is just going to be Warhammer, frankly. All they need to do with Warhammer the Old World is relaunch Warhammer, which is... See, the problem is, Warhammer Fantasy didn't need to die. It needed support, and it didn't get it, and that's why it died. So if they relaunch Warhammer Fantasy and don't support it, it's just going to die again. So the only way they're going to make it work is if they have a long-term and effective support system for Warhammer Fantasy. Because Warhammer Fantasy didn't die because nobody was interested, it died because nobody got anything. There were so rare and few updates, and it got so little love that it was inevitable. So if they're going to relaunch Warhammer Fantasy with just the same pace of updates, well, it's going to be kind of pointless. And I do hope that they're not going to take it in the new direction, because the whole Kislev redesign, for example, which is just ice and bears, is not Kislev. I don't want it to be Age of Sigmar Light. That is not what I want from Warhammer Fantasy. Dustin the Grim asks, have you listened to Guy Haley's Prophets of Warg? If so, your thoughts. Hilarious 40k story worth an hour of time. I have not, no. I've consumed very little new Warhammer content, honestly, as I've been busy reading historical books and more upbuilding things. Yes. I recently finished the excellent Pacific War series by, let's see here, I've got a book back here. Let's see, Ian W. Toll, starting with Pacific Crucible. You know, Ian W. Toll's Pacific War series is an excellent book series that I very much so do recommend to any history-interested persons, especially as the Pacific War is an undercovered part of history with a lot of misconceptions around it. Like the idea that the Japanese were fascists, for example. They were not. They were an extremely rare form of theocracy, not tea, more so than fascism. But then again, everything is fascism these days. Alright, about 5 minutes up on the poll, and Builder seems to be leading by 7%, so we can wrap that one up there, because I also want to play the Builder, so I'll select the Builder. Random. Decreased by 30%. Wow, that sucks. Attack increased by 10%. Wow, that sucks even more. 8 normal ways. Ooh. Oh, Jesus. All of these are awful. There you go. Maximum awful. Because Builder is kind of good. Presuming you can get him going, that is. If Studio FOW made a Warhammer game, would you cover it? No. And not because I wouldn't want to. It's because right now, YouTube have basically made it pretty clear that you don't get to cover non-safe for work games. At all. You just don't. If you link to any site with any non-safe work content on it, you'll be banned. It's a TOS violation. Now, technically, that means that linking to Steam is now a terms of service violation, but this is one of those rules. You know, the ones which is enforced selectively against a certain thing and not against other things. So there's currently, it's very, 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 very risky to cover adult games on YouTube right now. Very risky. And hell, this was already de facto the term of service. It's just that now they're enforcing it more strictly, essentially. For example, my good friend Bobby Q, he runs an adult video game company and a lot of other stuff surrounding it as well. And they used to have a YouTube channel, which everything on it was basically just continuously demonetized, and eventually the channel was just deleted out of the blue. And this was despite them censoring everything they could, not showing anything explicit, so it is dangerous to cover anything like that on YouTube these days. Very, very, very dangerous. Linking to Rumble videos? See, Rumble. Rumble has the worst back end ever. Like, it is a terrible site. I consider it the Epic Games of video streaming. That's what I consider it, because it's so very, 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 very bad. And it shouldn't be. Like, if they just put some effort into making it not so very, very, very bad, I'd love to at least, like, mirror the videos there. But I've tried to set up that mirroring system like 5 times now, and it just doesn't want to fucking work. And it frustrates me, because I would love to be on Rumble too, but it's like, it don't work. It don't work. Mercer Holt, a very generous donation, $200. Thank you a lot, good sir. Hey Arch, love the content. Keep up the good work. Thank you very much, and I will. I'm hoping that Twitter, God, just saying the sentence, I almost cringe a little bit internally, but I am hoping that the idea that Twitter will start video and audio sharing stuff with monetization systems. Honey, call to horde, catapult card, catapult card. I'm hoping that will be a good alternative, because I don't see why it shouldn't be. You know, if Twitter sets up a decent monetization system, makes it so that I can upload all my videos there, make it easy to mirror it, great. Then I see no reason not to upload on Twitter as well, right? It'd be fantastic. I remember Notch was a Rumble exclusive. Yes, that was a little period too. Catapult. I don't really have the space to deploy it just yet. But we will deploy the catapult eventually, because the catapult is pretty kawaii. Can't even read comments on Rumble if you're not logged in. Really? Ooh. Minds is sorta monetized, but it's monetized via cryptocurrency, and I've developed a bit of a distaste for cryptocurrency, if I'm to be entirely honest with you. Oh, cryptocurrency. I don't want to do the dance, but I would be legally allowed to do the I told you so dance. I would, because crypto turned out to be exactly what I said it was. A investment, something you put in your portfolio pretty much and see if you can earn a quick buck on it, and that is about it. It is simply too unstable to become a currency. It straight up is. That seems to be the truth of the matter. Tragic though it may be. Just a trucker, Mercer? Okay, well, I see that point. I see that. Truckers have a lot of time on their hands driving, and so long-form content is probably lovely. See, truckers are an undervalued work class, and I'm not saying that just because he bribed me, but because it is actually genuinely the case, isn't it? Especially in Norway, our country is designed in the most retarded fashion imaginable. Like, we are a country where there are enormous distances between absolutely everything, and yet we never developed a road network. Not a proper one, anyways. Not a good one that's actually worthwhile. Instead, oof, I do need the demolisher really badly. Instead, we kind of thought we would make both. Like, we were like, okay, let's make a rail network, which, okay, cool, that's not a bad idea. There are huge distances to be covered, and you've got to bring food and water and goods and merchant, all kinds of shit all over the place, right? So the railway system makes perfect sense. In fact, it's a great solution. But then we never really built that either. And so we ended up in the situation where our road network is awful. Our rail network is somehow worse. I still haven't got a goddamn... I need an expansion card. Thank you, video game. And it is damn near impossible for us to move anything anywhere without using trucks. Just trucks. Like, our entire fucking trade economy relies on trucks. And worst of all, most of it is foreign trucks as well, and they don't know how to handle Norwegian seasons, and so they come to Norway, drive on summer tires in the middle of winter, crash constantly, and half of the time inside of massive tunnels, of course, blocking the traffic for literally everyone for goddamn weeks at a time. Yeah. Much annoyances. The whole, See, we're not even part of the EU, so you'd think we didn't have the same kind of problems with foreign workers. No, we have an even bigger problem, because we're part of the EES, or the EES, which is kind of the EU, except we have no say in it. So we still have to accept just as many foreign workers who do not know how to function in our goddamn country. And we simply have no control over them. Like, every single solitary border crossing, there's like 17 signs saying like, hey, it's Norway, it's effing cold, put chains on your effing tires. And still nobody does it. Hey. Tragedy to be sure. Luckyleo25 says, hey Arch, since you're talking about books you have you ever read the sequel trilogy to the first Law, The Age of Madness yet? If you have not, you are missing out big time. I definitely will now. I wasn't aware that there was a sequel trilogy. I definitely will, because, hiccups. The First Law is an amazing book series. It is so well written. The First Law is amazing, and everybody should read it. Monastery. That would be good. Rent. I'm not going to need you immediately, so I can rent you out. Norwegian tire slavery. Maybe. Monastery. I'm running out of space. I'm the builder guy, but I'm not getting any walls. What's worse is, too, we Norwegians love our supermarkets. There are more supermarkets per capita in Norway than in any other country. Now, they're not the supermarkets of America. They're more like just like medium supermarkets, more like shopping mall kind of stuffy things. But we have an absolute ludicrous amount of them. And it's because we are all so ridiculously isolated that everybody lives in their own little retarded valley. So everybody needs access to a supermarket and a shopping market to get anything bloody done. Half my gold? Well, oh, and then it gives me back more gold than I'd already given. Thank you. That is very nice of you, video game. Let's get that. Pike rat. Well, I'm doing well through the initial waves, at least. Yeah, I'm optimistic. And this is the builder mechanic, by the way. You can place a same card on top of an already existing building to upgrade it, which makes it massively, massively much better. Alright. Can I buy anything? Yeah, I can buy the defensive wall, which is exactly what I want. So I will buy a defensive wall, and we will draw land tax. Building a defensive wall right now is kind of stupid because the wave is about to spawn, but I'm going to do it anyways because I'm impatient. And rent on... Oh, I'm renting that. Buildings. Might as well upgrade the farm. Cloaking station is kind of pointless. I will put down the moat just because I can move it later. Mercer Holt for another $50. Thank you very much, sir. You are giving me way too much money. Calm down. You're making me feel bad at a certain point. I'm a shy person by nature, you see. Says, your Vrac series was a godsend for load or hold across the entirety of the USA. Yeah, I imagine that is quite a drive. See... God damn it. I should make the... I should make the Sabbath World Crusade. You know, I'll probably put up like a poll or something on my Patreon and Subscribestar at some point, like asking how I should do it or if I should do it, because half of me feels like I'm not going to be standing on my principles if I do that, because I basically said no more custom high quality shit for GW, but at the same time, it's an annoying little problem, isn't it? I would love that defensive wall. Can't afford it. Now I can. Yes, there we go. Fantastic. Interesting. I thought it was similar to Sweden and Finland. Sounds very different. Yeah, it's... No. Norway is very different to Sweden and Finland. Finland has a lot of, like, logistical challenges because it's the land of 1,000 lakes, as they call it, you know? So it's got a lot of issues for logistics. Sweden, not so much. It too has a fair bit of little lakes and forests and shit. But, again, it's nowhere near as bad. What makes Norway so special is that most of our country is just rocks. Just rocks and mountains and valleys and hills and shit. Like, for example, if I were to drive from where I am now to our capital of Oslo, which I'm only like 2 hours away from, right? It would take me through, I think, 5 tunnels. Or is it 6? Like 5 tunnels and like 4 bridges, I believe. So the most direct route to the capital from here is through 5 mountains and over 3 rivers. This is a 2-hour drive. Yeah, that is very much so the problem with Norway. There's just shit in the way everywhere. Which again would have made rail the perfect solution because we need to move so much stuff over such ridiculous distances over ridiculously shitty terrain. So once we'd actually made, the tunnels, etc., we could actually theoretically have, leaned on back and gone like, okay, job's good and we've got everything we need here now. But that requires a massive investment and it requires a lot of time. We recently made one tunnel from Oslo down to one of the southern parts of the capital, area, the region. And I think that has been building now for, 2 years. And it's only, 10, 20 kilometers or something? Now, that also was in large part because it had to go under a bunch of historical sites. So it had to be dug under, an old Viking graveyard because they didn't want to, ruin that, obviously enough. That's another issue, too, that there's a bunch of cultural heritage scattered across the country, so you can't just build anywhere either. Scorpion would be nice. Monkey D Nice says, crap on GW by producing better stuff than they can. I mean, unironically, don't get me wrong, the Sabbath Worlds fluff book is not bad. It's one of the better fluff books that GW has produced in a very long time. In large part because GW hasn't produced any fucking fluff books in a very long time. Could I do better than it? Yes. Yes, I'm actually entirely convinced I could do better than it. Let's get some buildings going. Scorpion Factory, definitely want that. Watermill's not a bad one, let's get that. Flame Tower is always good. We're definitely going to want that. And we do want the Mangonel Factory. I'd rather not build it here. But I do need it. I can move it later if needs be. Right, now we can start pushing this end instead. A treasure chest has appeared. Ooh, territory expansion. I should have checked the advisor first, because the advisor might have been better. Dumbass. I have to wonder how humans figured out to live in such barren lands thousands of years ago. Well, by being retarded, I guess would pretty much be the idea of it. Expand that. And see, the thing is too, Norway's an excellent place for a small population. For a small population of people who just want to, live in peace away from everybody else and live primarily directly off the land, like fishing, for example. Norway is excellent. And it also has relatively fertile farmland in the coastal area. So if there's only a few hundred or a few thousands of you, Norway can be a pretty damn chill place to live. But of course, well, that was the thing. Whenever humans tended to settle a place, there tended to become more humans, and very soon there were a lot more humans than the land can actually support. And that is when the Vikings came around and decided that, well, if we can't live here, we'll go to England and we'll live off the English people's land instead. And that worked out really, really quite swimmingly, actually. Yeah. We had the opportunity to live long and happy lives off the English people's pocketbooks. Sadly, these days they've built out all kinds of rules against that. And since we're not Albanians, we can't make as easy use of it as certain others can. Build a defensive wall there. And move you guys over. Alex Adams says, well, the thing is, you do usually tweak things so they make sense and flow more narratively. You can always do that again, so yes, you can do better than GW, or you already have. See, that's the thing too. Like, already, I was reading through a bit of the Sabbath World fluff book, because, again, not a bad fluff book. And the first thing I noticed is that they've been fucking up the numbers again. Because apparently the entire Sabbath World Crusade force could fit on, like, a single planet. How? Well, you see, we only brought a couple thousand dudes. Like, okay. Well, that seems stupid. Why wouldn't you bring more? Like, well, this is the biggest crusade, like, ever. Like, the Sabbath World's Crusade is actually tiny. With that. Unironically, it is actually rather tiny, which is, again, somewhat disappointing. It's why it's my pet peeve, where people go like, 40k is so ridiculous and over the top. It's like, it's stupid. Like, it really, really, genuinely actually isn't. If anything, it is vastly understating the kind of shit you would need to fight a galactic crusade. The buildings, market. Well, I will upgrade the market. Can I get anything? Defensive wall. Vine launcher is shit because it's manual. Another defensive wall then. Flame tank. Don't like the flame tank. We will upgrade the moat. We will put down the spike trap. Spike trap isn't great though. Powder keg. Powder keg. I have upgraded that already. A spike trap. Screw the spike trap. Now would be a good time to insert an ad. No, YouTube. Back. Down. Down. Monkey Knight says, no way have fish in oil. Well, we didn't know about the oil when we first came here, but it did turn out to be a great long-term investment. Yes, it certainly did. And that is why we can now be richer than the Swedes, despite, annoyingly enough, having none of the Swedish industry. Sweden does annoy me a great deal with having more industry than us. I don't like it. I think they should give it away, preferably. Or just accept more immigrants into their country. That would work out too. That'll take care of their industry eventually. This front is starting to look a little pinched dodgy. A frat. I don't know, I'm going to frown out. Yeah. I don't think these enemies use flame weapons, but that is certainly tempting. Work, work. Expansion on that wall, actually, because that would be very useful. I hope I can get that bolster card that makes walls more durable, because that would be stupendously useful. Public bath is always good. Does flame count in 3 regions? Okay, so I need to have flames already to set that. Public bath, then. Public baths. Public baths are kind of genius, actually. It is a place for people to go to no longer be dirty. A beneficial thing for the entirety of humanity. Missed the 2 hours of content, got a notification 2 minutes ago. That sounds like YouTube. It really does sound like YouTube. Ooh, I want that though. Oh, goddammit. I shouldn't have clicked on it. I needed more money. And I can't click this away because this is the one-time shop. Oh, I'll just get the house then. Land tax. Public bath. Rent. Not enough gold. Alright, this flank is doing... It's doing okay. It's not doing amazing, but it's doing okay. What's the range of the mangonel? Enough. Right. Okay, let's begin moving some of these over. Because I'm going to need them a lot less here soon. as I'm beginning to build up the proper set of defenses on the other side. Nah, market. Warren! Oh, goddammit, don't have enough money! Send in the wave early. Let's build the Warren, because the Warren is really nice. Getting a pinch unlucky on the card draw. Non-ideal. Non-ideal. Upgrade a house. The mangonels. Scorpions, more correctly. Put the scorpions down there. All of them. Lots of delicious scorpions. And yes, this flank is definitely beginning to look just a pinch undermanned, isn't it? There. And we'll begin marching them the long, long way over. That might have been too far, actually. Hold on. Let me upgrade that wall real quick just to keep them out there a bit longer. That gives it 600 hit points, which is much, much better. Put that down there. There. Pike rat slow down. Land tax. God damn it. Been neglecting the defenses there for too fucking long. God, that's gonna cost me a lot of dudes. Ooh. I keep underestimating how many effing dudes I need per place. That's what's screwing me over continuously. That, I'm still getting way too many bloody economy cards. You'd think I'd learned the lesson at some point, but you would be very much so mistaken. Okay, the mangonel factory is actually done. I do have enough money for 2 of those. Slinger. Land tax, once I've got a little bit of money. Guard. Pike rat. Oh, god damn it. And here comes the second wave, too. Yes, that's able to hold off on the other side. Lovely. Let's get down another mangonel there, just to be sure of that. A treasure chest has appeared. Lurker apartment house. Ooh, iron plate. Iron plate is not bad, but it's very situational. I get the apartment house instead. It's more universally useful. Put down more pike rats. The apartment house. I don't really want to put the apartment house there. Yeah, I've got plenty more space over here. If/when I actually manage to take this area back, that is. Come on. Hopefully I should have enough firepower over here by now. Another slinger. Great. Slingers are amazing because they're range stunners, which is fantastic in every video game ever, pretty much. Alright, we survived. And now there's a boss wave. Fan-effing-tastic. Absolutely ideal. Absolutely lovely. Wonderful. Right, move those forward. I don't have enough rats. That's an issue too. Rebuild that. Right, let's put... I'm going to lose that again, aren't I? Yeah, I probably am. Right, that gives me enough for another one of these. Rebuild as much as we can, as quickly as we can. Work, work, scorpion. Draw. Buildings. Nothing useful. Ouch. Okay, well, I can upgrade the watermill. Smithy will be nice eventually, presuming again that I can survive. Upgrade that. Alright, the scorpions are... Well, they're doing decent damage, but... Oh, God, I'm gonna just get completely effing overrun again. I focus too much on one flank, and then they've been completely overrunning my ass on the other. Again and again and again. Too many economy cards, not enough military cards. This does not help me in the slightest. With my AoE damage being eaten right there, they're gonna chew through that wall again. The slingers are trying to stun, but again, just no goddamn military cards, and yeah. like I'm having the worst runs of luck right now, too. Keep getting pushed back. That was just before I'd managed to move over the other guys, too. And this flank is now safe, because I built that up enough. Ah, frustrating. The scorpion does look cute, though. It's big, goggly eyes. Alright. Another try of the builder. Alright. Once more into the breach. I shouldn't have done that. I should have used that first. See, now I'm doing stupid things. Let's see. Gunfoxy1 says, which was bigger, Campaign Sabbat Worlds or the War for Badab? The Badab was much bigger. Like, not even comparably bigger. Badab was huge. Lucky Leo 25, okay Arch. So as a follow-up, here are the titles of the Age of Madness trilogy: A Little Hatred, The Trouble with Peace, and The Wisdom of Crowds. Enjoy, you will not be disappointed. See, those names do ring a bell. Maybe I have read them. Maybe. But yes, no, the First Law series is amazing. It's so good. It is so ridiculously good. Can rent that out. I can be a good landlord. I need to... See, the thing is, I keep forgetting how many economy cards I have in hand, and then I keep overcommitting to the bloody economy cards every single solitary times. And then I just sit there like, wow, I have no military units, as my money bank just keeps rising and rising. It's like, yeah. Oh, house. Well, I mean, it's hardly the most useless thing, so fair enough. That's not a labor thing, is it? Pottery, house, rent, rebels. Why must there be rebels? Why must there always be rebels? Rebels, they do no good. They do no good. They're just there to be annoying and dumb. Fill up my hand. Pottery, click. I mean, defensive wall is so good, but I can't overlook the slinger. I also really want the plaza. But yeah, defensive wall and slinger, fair enough. Military unit. And yes, chat, by the way, this is 50% off on Steam right now, and I would recommend it. It's, again, not the most complex of game. It is but a humble rat breeding simulator, after all. But you can pass quite a lot of time in it. Very nicely and very comfortably. It is a relaxed, laid-back video game, which always gives you something to do. Excellent. And considering today's stream turnout, it seems like a decent little stream video game too. So there you go. This can be your stream video game, yes. Okay, so a funny thing I noticed. My mouse randomly died the other day because the mouse button just wore out straight up. It's one of those mechanical mice which they last a pretty damn long time. Like, I'd had that mouse for 3 years, maybe? Like, it was definitely not a short-lived mouse. I'm not too unhappy with it, but, you know, it died. And I have a backup mouse, but it's not a good mouse. It's not a very, good mouse, so I wanted to get another one, a proper, like, gaming mouse, a nice, comfortable one. Got myself a Razer mouse again. Razer. See, I feel like Razer is one of those shitty brands, one of those that add on like $20 on the price because they're gamer products, and yet every product I have bought from them has actually been really nice. I'm currently using a Razer headset too, and it's such a nice little... Ooh, nest egg. Nest egg, yes. It's such a nice little headset. It's super comfortable, it's super fluffy, and it's lasted me for goddamn ever, so maybe that's just my innate biases shining through. Entirely possible. Another house. I'll take it. And a market. But yeah, so I went to get myself a new mouse, and we've got these big electronic stores here because everything needs to be a big store in Norway for some fucking reason. And I noticed in the section where they're doing like tech stuff and usage stuff, there was a huge segment just purely dedicated to streamer shit. Like 20 different types of webcams, like those little round lights you put around your camera, for example. Streaming microphones that specifically market themselves like a streaming microphone. Take your live streams to a new level. I'm thinking like, is this something that sells? Like, are there so many like YouTubers and streamers around here that pick this shit up that it's become its own little marketing industry all of a sudden? Somehow I doubt it. Somehow I think it is more likely that this is somewhat predatory. It's like, hey, you can be a YouTuber too. Buy this and you'll be a YouTuber. Don't become a YouTuber, chat. It's a shit job. Well, it's not. See, that's the thing. YouTubing is a great job if you want to work a lot, and you don't mind working a lot, and you don't mind not getting paid if you don't work. And if you don't mind, being afraid that your entire livelihood will just randomly fucking disappear. Because that is very much so YouTube. Oh yeah. Wall tax is actually pretty good, Econic Cards. Every kid wants to be a streamer? Is that true? Because I've been hearing that. And like, my fucking hairdresser is like, wow, you're like a YouTuber? That's weird. Like, my cousin's kid wants to be a YouTuber. And I just look up like, wow, that's stupid. Why would he want to do something so silly? But apparently that's the thing now. Like, I don't see the appeal necessarily. It's like, well, I do and I don't. 3 pie crash. There we go. Now I can't possibly run out of goddamn military cards, right? It's very predatory. My 6th grader and her friends all want to stream Roblox and Minecraft. Ah, yes. See, Seymour? That too is the thing, isn't it? It's the idea that you can stream Roblox and you'll become a streamer. Yes, you and the other 7,000 people doing that. Or Minecraft, holy shit. Like, if you want to look at oversaturated content, there you are. YouTuber as a hobby? Yeah, no, like, that's the only way you really should start YouTube. Like, well, Viking Kiwi, that is the only way you should start doing YouTube. If you're like, okay, I've got some free time on my hands and I want to, do something. And making video content seems fun, so I'm going to do that. In that case, fantastic, because then you're doing it because you want to do it. And odds are, you're going to start doing a thing that you want to do because you want to do the thing. Derp. Might as well protect time to all buildings when an enemy dies. Ooh, well, that sounds useful. We'll grind them up into fertilizer and put them in our food. Barbaric, but useful. The pikeman over there. Am I neglecting this flank? I kind of am. I keep neglecting my effing right. And if you're making something you personally enjoy making, odds are also better that you'll be able to create good content from it because, well, you'll like doing it. But trying to become a streamer because, like, as a job? I'd probably discourage it rather heavily myself. Because the harsh truth too is, it's that old thing, isn't it? This is one of those things I absolutely despise from my generation. They will come back to haunt the city. That's fine, because they're usually shit. The idea that you should tell children that they can be anything. And yeah, no, that's true. You can be anything. But you're probably not going to be. Like, you can be an astronaut. Yeah, you could. You're probably not going to be an astronaut. You can be a firefighter, sure. If you work out a lot. You could be a police officer. If you go to school for like 3 years in Norway, our police education is very different from America. You could be a famous pop star, if you're really fucking lucky. It's not even if you can sing anymore, it is literally if you are really fucking lucky. Defensive wall? Yeah, let's pick that one up. I was kind of saving for the ballista. Can I afford it? Maybe once this wave is over. Monastery. Great, that'll let me get rid of the rebels, because I can take them to church. And once they go to church, they realize the error of their ways, and they will stop fucking bothering me. Please give me money. Thank you. Alright, let's get the ballista up and running then. Captain Lagabit says, I assume it's the illusion of they just play video games and get paid. Probably. Yes, probably. I mean, hey, don't get me wrong, this is the best job I could ever had, because it allows me to set my own hours. I can work whenever I want, I can sleep whenever I want, I can eat whenever I want. It's a great job. But it is also the thing where you have to actually do something. You gotta keep working at it, or you won't get paid. That's the benefit of having a regular job. You get paid regardless. Alex Adamson says you can do anything if you put your mind to it. See, that's a much better saying, isn't it? Because there's an if in there. You can do everything if you set your mind to it. And that's true. And hell, even then, you gotta add in the caveat that sometimes God is gonna just fuck you. Regardless, sometimes you're just going to be dealt a shitty hand. If you're a paraplegic cripple, for example, you're probably not going to be going to outer space anytime soon. But it is a much more healthy mindset because it instills in people the necessity to actually do something, which is quite good. Don't really have anything useful for nourishment just yet, and it is very expensive. Pottery, like rat. I've only actually got 11 dudes over here. It's less than I would have liked and or wanted. Okay, the cheese card, and we'll get some buildings. Spirit after several dimensions card played. Card upgrade, territory expansion, territory expansion. I haven't gotten the demolish thing yet, so we'll definitely put down the plaza. The plaza's always good. The moat will be useful eventually. Catapult is always good, particularly as I've also got a ballista, so the catapult will actually be an excellent addition. I do need the demolisher at some point, though, so I can actually tear down and rebuild these defenses in more worthwhile positions. Haven't had the opportunity to use wall tax yet. I probably should. You lose all your gold. Well, F you too, then. Actually, I should have used wall tax over there. Give economy card, thank you. Rent that. Defensive wall. Land tax. I want it. I really want it. That was a mistake, wasn't it? It's like... economy cards. They're so tempting, though. If you worked at Twitter pre-Elon, you could eat food and get paid for it. Yes. The Babylon Bee put out an excellent little skit of that. Like Twitter employees going into the real world to try and get jobs. And I'm imagining a lot of them are probably not very happy with the real world anymore. Twitter. Or if you worked at LinkedIn or any of the other major companies, you basically just sat on your ass. As is thoroughly demonstrated by the fact that Twitter fired over half of its employees, with some people saying 70% of its employees, and the only thing that happened, unironically the only thing that happened, is that Twitter started deleting child porn. What the fuck was going on at Twitter? Like, you actually have to wonder, like, day to day, what were these people doing? You know, nothing is the obvious answer, and it seems to be the correct answer as well, mind you, but, like, I just can't imagine there being a job where you get to sit and do nothing, and nobody comes up to you and goes, like, shouldn't you do something? You know? You'd think there'd be somebody that would encourage you to put in some effort, but no, apparently not. Apparently not at all. I guess that's what happens. Like, see, it's that thing again, isn't it? Like, I always forget how that saying goes. Like, things held in common and held in disregard or disgust or something like that. Let me actually retreat back off that for a second and get myself a scorpion. Because if these companies, as they do, function mostly of just pure investment money, just investment money, investment money, investment money, and that is their entire business strategy, basically, to become ridiculously obese and filled with other people's money, then, well, if your entire company runs off nothing but other people's effing cash, then you probably are going to run into a situation where you frankly don't care about that money being misused or not being, you know, it not paying for itself, because it's not your money. It's some random dude from Switzerland's money, and you don't care if he doesn't get it back. Like, he'll just give you more next time, and if he doesn't give you more because he's like, well, you didn't give me my money last time, all right, you just find another investor and you do it all over again, because there is a lot of investors out there. That's why the ESG score nonsense became so incredibly prolific, because it was easier to just get people to give you money than earn it. That's a fucking thought, isn't it? It's like, what's the easiest way to earn money in the modern world? Just get people to give it to you. Unironically. Wow. That's one of those thoughts you have, and you realize it's true, and at the same time you're like, wow, I wish the world didn't work like this. Yes. Right, so we put the ballista there. And I would love to put the smithy somewhere, too. Where do we put the smithy? We'll put the smithy there. So now the ballista can shoot at the wall and can keep pissing off the evil ferrets. We don't like ferrets because ferrets are gay. Leader level. Guards, pike rats, try not to fuck it up this time. Alright, and we'll concentrate on getting this place up and running solidly. And we'll begin moving the slingers over. Rent that, because we're not using it. I still haven't gotten a demolisher, which is a big oof. Warren... yeah, building a warren there is fine. Correct, that's why all the tech stocks talk. Jesus Christ, English is a difficult language as it turns out. That's why all the tech stocks are plummeting, yes. There was recent announcements too by stuff like BlackRock that they were beginning to cool down their investment because, well, money's just not as easy to come by anymore as it was. We are currently leaving our golden age. Like, everything has been so nice for so long that it's unnatural. Like, it is straight up unnatural. It is not normal for it to be easier to ask for money than to earn money. And, well, it's good that we are actually finally leaving that. I think it will build a lot of character when we have to actually have a little bit of struggle in our lives yet again. I think it will be highly beneficial for all of us. Thorn fence isn't bad. All buildings whenever use an active thorn fence. Alright. Buildings. Ooh, rat in a box. Rat in a box is a pretty useful card. God, I still don't have a demolisher. Oh. Tick me most ungently. There. Okay, I think I had a drawing studio. Didn't I? Did I not have a drawing studio? Am I imagining things? I appear to be. Oh, very well. We'll upgrade the rat in the box, of course, and the mangonel factory, which I can't afford, but I will eventually be able to afford it. A rat in the box is excellent because it has knockback, and knockback means that the bad people can't kill you so fast. If the bad people can't kill you so fast, you can live longer and be happier. Come on, kill enough bad guys to give me the mangonel factory. Definitely repair that. That's basically my entire defense is built around it. Smithy. Yes, actually upgrade the mangonel factory right off the bat. Oh god, that was expensive. Maybe there was a massive mistake. That might have been an enormous mistake. Will I be able to afford it? The boss, maybe? 25? Not quite, but I will be able to afford it very soon. And we will call the wave early so we can get the mangonel factory, which I will build here. And I can finally redraw again. Land tax, land tax. The Warden is available, lovely, because the Warden is one of relatively few ways to actually get more people in this video game. Glow in the Dark says, I bet a lot of these Twitter and LinkedIn employees were the kids of rich and powerful people so they can have an easy job. Also, retirement money in America is open. ESG now do a new flood of money coming. Ah, retirement money. It's always good to have that be something that can be invested so that people can have no money when they eventually retire. Yes. Very beneficial. Defensive wall. I still don't have a demolisher, and I'm starting to get kind of fucking worried about that. I should remember to actually move those slingers over to... Did I? I did, because I have 11 slingers over there. All right. Build the watermill. Land tax. Buildings. Demolisher. Eat my ass. Apartment complex. That is nice, however. I don't really want to build it here. I don't have any other space to build it anywhere else. Did I upgrade my market? I did. Really don't want to build it there. But I guess I am building it there. Right, drawing studio. Powder keg is the slightly less useless of the two, but they're both kind of shit. There you go, lots and lots of delicious stunnies. And kill the box. No, kill the box. See, they do not focus on the box, they focus on the ferrets. Which makes the box more powerful than the box frankly should be. Scorpion. One tax. Could put it there. Nah, that'd be retarded. In fact, I'm kind of feeling like I shouldn't have picked that goddamn thing to begin with. Let's get it out of my deck. It's going to be too long until I can use it, and I still don't have a bloody demolisher. Upgrade land tax. Yes, upgrade land tax. And let's get one of the land taxes out of my deck. I need to start purging a little bit here. I need a smaller deck. Glow in the Dark says, also USA retirement funds RIP. Yes. Retirement funds... Man, I don't like the idea of them. It's like, really? You wanna risk your retirement? Like, yeah, you might grow. Might. It also mightn't. It's like, if that screws up, you're kinda boned. Like, granted, retirement can be pretty shit, too. See, the problem with retirement is, like, that is an actual pyramid scheme, because it's not like the money actually saves your cash and then gives it to you when you need it and you're old. No. It takes the money, you pay it, and then it gives that money to people who need it today. So if, by some series of happenstances, there is no more money left when it's your turn, well, tough shit, bitch. That is our modern system. It's a lovely system, isn't it? Oh god. It's one of those systems where, I mean, it works because, you know, if you're gonna have people that are gonna have pensions, you need something to pay them with, and in all due likelihood, the only money that's going to be around is the money you have then and there. But when you say it out loud, you realize that, oh yeah, that is rather risque, isn't it? Yes, it is. Scorpion Factory is done, but I don't have anything. Watchtower is good. I like watchtowers. In fact, I kind of want to put a watchtower right there, but I also want to put a moat right there. Yeah, let's not for now. I need one more wall. Can I get a wall? I cannot. But yes, I can. Never mind. And I can get the moat as well, which is really, really, really nice. Moat. Build a moat. Moat. That'll slow them down. And a moat in combination with a rat in the box is a very nice little thing. Ooh, 50% damage to all combat buildings. Do not mind if I do. That sounds lovely. Thank you. Nice. Should have waited for the fucking smithy. God damn it. Should have waited for the effing smithy. Then I could have upgraded it and gotten much more damage out of it. Let's rebuild that. Oh, because it's destroyed, that's why. An ammo depot wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Rent that. Activate that. Big boss dude, man. Select video game. Oh, okay, the video game didn't want to select the damn dudes, which cost me all of my fucking scorpions, which is something I'm less than entirely happy about. Alright, this is going to be an annoyance. Build that. Pike rat, slinger. Mangonel factory is ready. Rebuild. Oh, come on. Am I seriously not going to be able to kill this one fucking dude? Every single fucking time I have just a tiny bit too little of stuff, don't I? Did you actually start moving because of that? Yes, you did. Okay. Ah, Christ. Put down the thorn fence. Put down another slinger. Pike rat. Pike rat. Cycle through. Slinger. Pike rat. Can't build a watchtower there. Scorpion. Another wave. Oh, now they're starting to come too. Still don't have a demolisher. Oh god, I hate the fact. Like, it just doesn't give me a demolisher. If it doesn't give me a demolisher, all of my defenses are basically going to be in the wrong place, which is beyond awful. RNG. RNG. RNGesus is not my friend today. Slinger. And I don't have enough dudes either. Builders Guild? Like, seriously. I mean, Builders Guild is nice, but I just know what I fucking need. Somehow, the Demolisher just will not actually arrive in my effing inventory. You seriously not dead yet? You are not. Alright. And now they're starting to break through here as well, because they fucking keeps destroying my goddamn tower. To an E level. Oh, Jesus Christ. How does this happen every single solitary effing time is what I want to ask. Let me use a building's active ability. Copy of the target building, that's not bad. Alright, well I survived, sorta. Now I need to rebuild, and quickly. Pottery. Okay, rebuild. Rebuild. Design drawing on... I thought I had one of those already. Ah, it's because it's ruined, that's why. Alright. Am I stabilizing? God alone knows. Design drawing on that. Oh, I do have a lot of dudes over here. Rebuild. Rebuild. Are you seriously not able to kill those things? There you go. Oh good, a boss is incoming. Fantastic. That's even better. Luckily it is coming from the right side where I've got all of my actual dudes, so that's a positive thing. Stress for a little fucking video game, I tell ya. Land tax. Cycle deck. Build. Build. Do you have a demolisher for me? No! Ah. I thought that I was supposed to open it too. Apparently it wasn't. Like, build. Alright, put thorn fence on that. Cycle deck. Right, going to need mangonels over here. Don't have enough people though. Rebuild that. That should give me more people, right? Yes, it should. Okay, we can put 2 mangonels over there. Put a slinger over there. Rebuild that. Those angry noises from the other side of the battlefield are very distant. God damn it, this is nothing what I need. None of this is what I need. What an absolute effing tragedy. Can they hold? They probably can hold. Scorpion. Yes, get the Scorpion factory, because it would be nice to have 2 Scorpion cards instead of 1. You can't expand anymore. That's fine, because I've expanded all I can anyways. Oh, sweet Jesus. Get a legendary card. Public Path? Did I have one of those? I feel like I had one of those. Did I have one of those? I'll get one of those. Because if I have it, then I can upgrade it. Rebuild that. Please give me a demolisher. None of these are demolishers. Crossbow rat. I mean, a crossbow rat is pretty great. Don't get me wrong. But it's not a demolisher. I really need that demolisher. Rebuild that. No. There you go. Crossbow rats have, they've got... Actually, they don't have as much range as I thought they had. Never mind. Public Bath. Did I have one of those? Is it fire by any chance? I didn't have one of those. Okay, well in that case it's actually a good investment then, because they are pretty cool. Put it where? I really don't want to put it there, but not like I have a goddamn choice. Right, put down guards, put down crossbow rat. Panic, panic, panic. Is there anything I can... Yes, rebels. Purge that shit out of my inventory immediately. Okay, I have 2 ballistas. Upgrade that ballista. Not enough gold. Shit. Thorn fence. That'll do a little bit of damage to them. And I have, like, no fucking fighters over there. Hopefully the mangonels will do a little bit of work on them. Ah, Christ, I don't know if I can stop that. No. Got a cycle deck. Need more stuff. Need stuff. Need thorn fence. Need stuff. Need stuff bad. Need lots of stuff. Need sacrificial lambs. Okay, this is starting to get rather dangerous. Oh, thank Jesus! About 5 hours too late, mind you, but nevertheless, thank Jesus. Right, let's get another mangonel up there. Now they're going to attack me from both sides, which is very, very shitty. No, the warden. The warden. There. I need to cycle you faster. I need to cycle you faster with the money I don't have. Demolisher. I don't have the cash for you either. Rent. Rent that. I don't think I have money to buy anything either. Ooh. Getting panicky now, chat, if you can notice. I'm not reading chat anymore, no. Panicking now. I want to win a goddamn level. I'm at wave 24. I can't die now. I don't want to die now. I want to be alive. I want to live through this hellhole. Smithy. Thorn fence would probably be good, honestly. Cycle. Pottery. Money. I do need money. Get a little bit of more guards there. Only got 2 cards in hand. It's not really worth it. Trebuchet. Ballista. Yes, 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 yes. Upgrading that ballista would be very nice. Pottery. Gonna need more guards. Gonna need another scorpion. Oh, that is already level 2. Okay, never mind. Alright, did I put down the demolisher? I sure as hell hope I did. Get a copy of the card. That. Let's get a copy of that card. Can I hold? I can, thank Jesus. I'm becoming ever more religious as the video game is going on. Okay, watermill available. Watermill, make that effing demolisher work, please. Oh, no. Really? Did you get through here? When? How? Oh, fuck me. Christ. I don't have enough dudes. I haven't had enough dudes for quite a while. How did you get through there? I thought I had that under control. Apparently not. Oh, it's money. I don't have an opportunity to actually build wall defenses further up, which is another one of my many problems. Alright, can I get anything useful out of that? Not really. Well, I mean, that one is useful, technically, theoretically. Scorpion... 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 I keep losing way too much fucking ground, that's the problem. Way too much effing ground, way too often. Let me build that. I lost the demolisher too, didn't I? Because it's way too far up there. Yep. Which puts me even further back because it means I can't move my bloody defenses. I mean, the mangonels are useless here because they have too much range, ironically. I'm not gonna have enough stuff. And they're spawning too fast. Yeah, no. God damn it, I thought I had it there, but somehow they got past that. I didn't even fucking notice. Yep. The demolishers screwed me over there. I couldn't move my defenses, ever. And so I was stuck with the shitty defenses I had. Fucking frustrating, too. Granted, the fish people are probably the worst ones against the laborers, or the builder, because they have people that teleport behind your wall, but... very infuriating. Play merchant is the easiest? Well, depends. Like, the merchant also does need a couple of things to be effective. Yeah, I'm stubborn now. Okay, one last attempt on the builder, then I'll probably wrap up for the day. God damn it. If I can get a demolisher a little bit earlier this time, that'd be fantastic. A watermill, I mean, that's not a bad start, because you do need watermills. Cheese. Do not have enough cheese. Merchant can be pretty good. Basically, if you can get the merchant up to the point where you've got the people that increases the length of the mercenaries' stay, you can essentially have a lot of really good units that will stay forever, and that gets really good. But merchant also, if you don't get the guys that extend contracts, merchant can suck really hard. I still haven't got the breeding card either. In all, like, 4 or 5 games, I still haven't gotten the breed card. That was the entire point of the joke, and I don't get the breed card? It's very shitty of you, video game. I'd love to build that house, but I really need more defenders. A pike rat. That'll do. Merchant, thank you for dropping by. As you see, I am really broke, so I doubt I'll be able to peruse any of your wares, actually. Maybe. No, I can't afford any of this. I literally can't afford any of that. You need to pitch your wares at a more reasonable level, Mr. Merchant, otherwise you will always be lugging around tons of houses and guard towers in your inventory, which I imagine must be heavy. Pottery, cheese, house, rent. Because I've got nothing that requires labor right now. Does I have anything nice? Scorpion factory. Certainly. Scorpion factory is always good. 1 gold off. God damn it. Pike rat. The Breed Kibbs card? Yes, I would like to have the Breed Kibbs card. But it is not to be. The Breed card has been remarkably obstinate, frankly. Don't like it one bit. Fatso. The Fatsos should be worth more money than the small ones, in my opinion. Because, I'm assuming they eat them. Maybe they don't eat them. But it seems to make sense. I mean, you get bounty for them, so clearly somebody is willing to pay for them. I don't see any other reasons why you would want to get bounty on these things. Maybe because they're a public disturbance, but where? Like, the World Tree is here. Like, that's the only thing the rats care about. Redraw, keep all skill cards in hand. No. See, Crossbow Rat is neat, but Crossbow Rat is also not really for builders, so we'll just do an egg. Build house, grain, not the cheese card. House, pike rat, guards, rent. And now we need to focus a little bit on the other side again. And speaking of avatars, Avatar 2 is supposedly finally getting to be releasey thingy-wingy. That's been in the works now for how long? Very long. And I heard that the producer, the director, said that it needed to be like the 4th highest grossing movie in history if it wanted to even break even. Well, that sounds like an optimistic project to me right there. It's like, wow, you sure you can pull that off? Well, I mean, the first round of Cat People was very popular, which, to be fair, yes, the first round of Cat People was very popular for some reason. It wasn't even that good of a movie, but people really loved that thing, for reasons. Is it any good after 13 years? 13 years, really? 13 fucking years, Christ. The fact that they're bracing for a bomb says volumes. I mean, if you need to be the 4th highest grossing movie in history to not be a bomb, I'd probably be clenching my butt cheeks rather ferociously too. Like, this seems like a long shot. Yes, yes, it very much so does. I don't even see where they're going to take the story from there. It's like, okay, you ousted the humans by becoming terrorists, and now the humans have every reason to come back and glass your entire effing planet from orbit. Like, how are you going to stop them? Or do you have dinosaurs that fly in space? Because even the idea that they could beat the humans the first time was kind of retarded, and they only did it because they could planet whisper. And the planet was like, yes, I too am a racist and hate humans. And that was the only way they managed to beat them in the first time. God damn it. Beat them the first time around. Maybe the planet is going to grow anti-orbital weaponry or something. Like, oh god. You know what would be nice and cringe? You know what would be really nice and cringe? If the planet became sentient and, like, fired volcanoes at the invaders, just spat rocks into orbit to shoot down the spaceships. That'd be great. That'd be really quite something. oh, that'd be cringe. Mother Earth is retaliating. Or alternatively, they'll just make it about whatever. Like, literally just about whatever. Like, nothing is... Oh, now I get the demolisher. Fuck you, you little piece of dog shit. Ooh. But, yeah, instead of even bothering with the humans, they're just going to tell us the story of Cripple McCripple and his cat girl girlfriend. And how they have babies now, and how they live in paradise. Like, that's going to be the story. Which sounds incredibly boring. Maybe they'll run into some misunderstood animals, or maybe the birds whom they mind rape will rebel or something. Like, why are you rebelling? We treated you so well. Like, sweet. Which in bird thing is you raped me. That'd be kind of funny. A class struggle on what was the name of the fucking planet? Pandora? No. But yes, class struggle on Avatar Land would be funny. Unironically, the other Avatar, Korra, or, well, the other Avatar, I suppose. That one actually had some real promise there for a bit. So, Korra is lambasted by many for being vastly inferior. I don't need an expansion card on my builder, goddammit. For being vastly inferior to the first Avatar, the Airbender, and that's because it was vastly inferior to Avatar, the Airbender. Yes, zombie rats, chat. Have you never seen zombie rats before? But Korra was way worse than Avatar the Airbender, and there is no doubt about it. But, it actually had an opportunity to perhaps even be better than Avatar the Airbender because of the one plot point with the masked guy in the first season. Because his entire shtick... I would have loved to get that too, but can't afford it. His entire shtick was that there is a difference between normal people and benders. And there is. There has to be. Like, there's no question about it. Because only earthbenders, for example, who can metal bend, can become, like, special forces police officer dudes. Meaning that there is at least one job that is completely and utterly exclusive to benders. And in all due likelihood, there's going to be F-tons of other jobs. Like, firefighters will be better off being able to, bend fire, derp, or bend water. There's going to be so many jobs that are just going to be... that benders are just going to be better at. And by a tremendous margin as well. I mean, imagine mining, right? Working in a mine. Obviously, being an earthbender is going to be a ridiculous advantage. And so, the normal people are going to be left out. Again, there is no way around it. Normal people are going to get the shit end of the stick because they're simply not going to be able to do what the benders are. And the revolutionary guy was saying just that. Like, listen, the benders are special and they're privileged, but they shouldn't be. Like, we're people too. Why doesn't the Avatar protect us just like she does everybody else? Because the Avatar was being... shown off as an Avatar Pro thing, or a Bender Pro thing, more correctly. And that is a really cool story. That is a really cool story, because how do you square that circle, How does the Avatar become the avatar of the normal people in a society that benefits the Benders? How can she level the playing field? And... she really can't, because this is something you are born with. It's a fucking superpower, basically. That requires training to do well as well, true, but if you don't have it, you don't have it. So, you then get the question of what Korra is going to do. Is she going to just go like, yeah, no, F it, I'm a Bender supremacist now. A Bender supremacist. Sounds a lot like we're talking about gay people, doesn't it? Benders. Or is she going to try and reconcile the two? And if so, how? Like, if one... are you going to, like, have diversity hires? Are you going to be like, okay, for every earthbender you hire in the mine, you have to hire a normal person? And now you're robbing an earthbender of a job as well, because otherwise they would have got the job, and they can do the job better than the normal person. It's genuinely a very interesting, like, social quandary, in my opinion. And what did they do? They completely dodged it entirely, and had the bad guy also turn out to be a bender who was just fooling all of the normal people. I hate it so much. Because that was a genuinely good story they had there. And then they just... nah, he's just evil. Right? He's not a revolutionary. He doesn't believe any of this. He's just a bender who's using the normal people. That is such a disappointment. I shouldn't have clicked on that because I have no money. And that's just the beginning of the suckage that is Korra, by the way, too. And I really wanted to like Korra because Delicious Brown Girl is Delicious Brown Girl, obviously. But... then there's the romance arc, right? So there are the two brothers. There's Fat Brother and Not Fat Brother. And Fat Brother really wants some of that delicious brown girl, which, is only natural. Why wouldn't he? But then, his brother, fully knowing that Fat Brother wants some of that, decides to start dating Korra. fully knowing that his own fucking brother is into her. And then they keep it a secret from him so as to not hurt his feelings. Oh, fucking hell. That is some cold shit right there. And this should be a major plot point. Like, this should be a revenge arc in the making, frankly. You just don't goddamn do that. But no, it is forgiven immediately. Like, they go to a bar, they have a couple of drinks, and they're like, well, bro, I guess I forgive you for stealing the love of my life. Like, I didn't really like her anyways. God fucking damn it. Oh, Avatar has some of the worst goddamn writing. It really genuinely does. It really actually genuinely does. And it didn't need to. It really didn't need to. The romance, even the other romance, because eventually Korra's like, I'm a lesbian now. It's like, okay. Bit sudden, but fine. And hey, so she only she's only contacting Asami, which I think is her name, Salami as I like to call her, when she's away. So okay, she only has contact with Salami, and so she builds a bond with Salami. Rightio, makes sense. I can get behind that. And I don't mind the lesbian story arc either. In fact, I embrace it wholeheartedly. But it does kinda come out of nowhere as well. There is a little bit of build-up when they first introduce Salami, and Korra is like, wow, she's hot, and then it's forgotten about for like 2 seasons, until you're told that she was the only one she kept in contact with. So even the 2 brothers whom she'd been hanging out with for the previous 2 seasons, they didn't get so much as a postcard. I don't know if that makes Korra just a really thirsty lesbian, or just an asshole. Maybe both. Maybe both. Likely to be both, maybe, perhaps even. Let's upgrade you, because I'm gonna need you anyways. Do I have removed all the rocks? I want to remove that rock too. Like 1917 says, Hail Arch Christ, our Lord and Savior. Yes, indeed. I don't have enough dudes. This is beginning to worry me quite a lot. Glow in the Dark says, Korra did become a gay bender and turn gay. A gay bender. Ay, ay, ay. I feel so bad about that fucking series. When remote attack set 1 flame. Huh. Set fire to wall? Keep invader out? Why not? Defensive wall. Oh, goddammit. I can't afford it. F it. Can I? Does it? Yeah, it desports it. Yeah, I thought it did that, but... Yeah, well, at least I got another defensive wall and a house. I don't mind that. Yeah. Korra was a very large disappointment. Very large one. I mean, the Airbender 2, oh, it had its weak episodes, absolutely. Much like the Clone Wars, it was at its best when it was taking itself seriously, instead of being a kid's show. And, see, there's the thing, isn't it? It's like, but it is a kid's show, though. Kinda. Avatar is kind of a kid's show, just like the Clone Wars is kind of a kid's show. It's clearly got episodes more, aimed at kids, absolutely, but it does also have a very serious side to it, and a very serious side that it doesn't really let go of, shall we say. So, I don't know if quantifying it as just a kid show is correct either. Put down there, hold on a little bit till we get a bit more money, then we can put a powder keg there. And then we've got a nice and burny little piece of defense over here. Might as well. Rat in the box. It would have been good to have a rat in the box in between there, actually. And now that I have a demolisher, that isn't actually a problem, because I can just do this. Yay! And then I can put a rat in the box there. Well, when I get the money for it anyways. I should have cycled my hand first, though, shouldn't I? Yes. That was what we often like to call a bit retarded. Then we put it right in the box there. Wait for yet more money. How's this side holding? Well, don't need to worry about it. Lord Commons the Spartan says, down now, Barch, Korra has some horrible writing. Avatar, as in Last Airbender, had some great writing. Well, yeah, had some great. Oh, damn it. That moves it a little bit too far back, doesn't it? Well, I don't like that. Maybe I just do the flamethrower tower over here. But I like having two flamethrower towers, though. I screwed myself over a little bit there. Glow in the Dark says, if I remember, Korra also random jumped from relationship to relationship without any explanation. Yes, kinda. She did a little bit. Imperfect, but it'll do. Oh, it can reach. Oh, perfect. The game is just a little bit generous with the range, which I am quite happy with. Ooh, our weapon box is already level 2, so I don't even need to upgrade it. Fantastic. Get some more houses going. Farm some cheese markets. Nah. I could use the extra economy, but going required for buying cards. Legendary card, Builder's Guild. Oof, oof. Both of these are pretty good, though. Builder's Guild. It's better long term. And seeing as I am presuming I will survive long term, we'll go with the long term investment. Do you bring me gifts? You do, land tax. You definitely bring me gifts, because I really did need that land tax. Land tax is incredibly unfair, especially when it is applied repeatedly, but as I am currently in the position of the state, I don't care. In fact, I think it is very beneficial that land tax is extraordinarily unfair, because I am the primary beneficiary. Alright. I would like a repair card too, that would be ideal. Land tax. Does that make them shoot faster by any chance? No. No, it doesn't. There. Fire, fire, fire. Hooray. I can probably rent that one out, because they're not going to reach it. Yeah. Because I still haven't gotten a church. Might as well get that out of my hand, finally. Pottery. Land tax. There we are. Still can't afford that. Very well, we shall save some more then. Taxes are great, so long as you're not paying them. That is correct, Alex. Anything worthwhile? Yes, the apartment house is definitely worthwhile. Let's build that. The Plaza 2 is worthwhile. We shall build that. And once a few more ferrets have met their end at the point of our pikes, we shall build a house as well. Getting a bit thin over here. Do need to bear that in mind. Getting awfully thin over here, actually. Oh god, that's expensive. Holy shit, that is expensive. Oh, scorpions are so slow. Rent? One more. Right, the scorpions should be able to do it. Wait, are they out healing my scorpions? I think they are. Fucking little shits. Okay, that might be a problem, actually. Well, if they're in melee, they can't heal, right? It's gonna cost me a lot of goddamn scorpions. God, I'm in the feedback loop again, where I have to retreat once, and then they overrun me, and then I gotta retreat once more, and then they overrun me again. Let's try to not fall prey to that for the 500th time, if at all possible. That's right, this also has next to no hit points. Getting worried again now. Getting very worried again now, yes. Getting frightened, in fact. I should have waited for that user for the builder scope. I was ephemeral, so I couldn't have used it, waited to use it anyways. See, the worst case is actually if it gets to really low, so they can kill it with one hit later. That's the worst scenario. Alright, I hope I've got enough dudes here. Really hope I've got enough dudes here. Do I want to put up the firewall? I probably want to put up the firewall. Yeah, I definitely want to put up the firewall. Jesus Christ. One damage to all combat buildings. That sounds useful. Oh, and the boss wave, just as the wall is about to crumble. Fan-fucking-tastic. Absolutely non-ideal. Absolutely non-ideal. Alright, get another one of the flame towers. How the F am I gonna deal with this? That is a very, very good question. Hope and pray that a lot of them burn to death before they reach me is the only real answer I think I can come up with here. Save for fuck. See, yeah, just like I said, like that was the worst possible scenario. Well, that's gonna explode and is gonna bonk a bunch of them and... Oh, he's immune to knockback, isn't he? Because he's a special boss, dude. Well, that's what we call cancer. Ballista. Okay, ballista, very useful. Ballista there. Is he crotch thrusting things to death? I think he is. I don't like that idea. Yeah, no, he's actually crotch thrusting things to death. Alright, well, thank you, video game, for giving me that enemy. I didn't need that in my life, really. I did not. 12 hit points. He's... No, he's just at a... I think he's gotten himself out of the firing arc of the damn ballista. Well, so long as they're gonna keep following, they will actually kill their boss man, as it gives him just about ballista enough range to hit him. Right, I'm gonna need that money now. Legendary card, shooting range, yes. Right, let's get that Builders Guild, because it'll be incredibly useful. And there we go, there's the second Builders Guild. Build that, build that. Need those. Need a lot of absolutely everything. Needed yesterday. Demolish that. Move it over there. Work. Oh god, maybe I should rebuild this before the enemy comes. That might be a terribly wise solution. Oh god, skinks. Oh, that's awful. Firewall. Yeah, I hate these enemies a lot because they're really goddamn dangerous. Ignore that. Really need a repair card. Kinda badly. Keep putting that on that. Pike Rat Pottery. Wrong order. Expansion. Continue to panic. Can I buy anything? Potentially. Right, mangonel. House. House useful. Houses mean more rat citizens. More rat citizens means I will live longer. I should expand that. If nothing else, to buy me time. Mangonel factory's ready. Good. I'm splitting my defenses way too much here too, which I'm not particularly happy with. I could really use a redraw thing. That'd be kind of great. Work, work, work. Land tax. Anything? Second flamethrower. If I can get rid of that, which I can, then the second flamethrower will actually be quite useful. And an apartment house. I don't want to build it there, but I'm going to build it there because it's the only place I can build it. Builders Guild, expansion, that. They are going to start breaking through here fairly regularly, but that is fine. It would be finer if I had a bloody repair so that I can fix up the wall. But ideally, I would like them to break through each time they do the attack, though, because then I can actually repair the wall to full. Which, no, they're gonna damage it just enough. Fuckholes. It feels as if the video game is conspiring against me. Like it doesn't want me to win or something. Land tax, expansion, expand that. Pottery. Merchant, what'd you bring me? Repair machine. Yes. Very much so, yes. Tremendously much so, yes. In fact, can I have that now? I can. Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Build a wall. Again, mostly just to delay them at this point. Alright, with the repair machine, I've at least fixed one of my issues. Is 2 rats really good enough to get me 1 more fucking damage for these things? I'm not entirely convinced it is. Mangonel available. So is the land tax. Lots of mangonels, lots of cheese. Demolisher. Demolish that. We are not going to put the boulder anywhere because putting the boulder somewhere would be effing stupid. Running out of rats. Catapult, defensive wall, plaza, ballista. Lovely, okay. Get that. Alright, kill these. Toot sweet, if at all possible. Big boy, tough boy. Don't like him. Come on, burn to that lizard. Tax. Because frankly, I've already got more than enough leader level. Upgrade all economy deck in your hard. Sure, I don't even know how many economy decks cards I have, but I'm certain it'll be useful. Right, ballista there. Catapult. I think that's in range. I guess we're going to be finding out awfully soon, aren't we? Upgrade the ballista. Are you done yet? No. Are you done yet? No. Should put a firewall on that. Great. Rent. Anything? Ammo depot. Not bad. Not bad. Burn, filthy lizards. And swap in factory, which I do have rat citizens for. Good. Okay, the left is looking alright. I think it's holding fairly well. Ammo depot. I mean, the ammo depot would be great between those two, but that means moving them a little bit. Is that worth it? I think it's worth it. Ammo depot there. Not enough gold. Gives it a non-ideal firing arc, but hopefully a good enough firing arc. Oh, really? You dirty, filthy slob. Kill. Repair. Expansion. Jeez. Okay, stability. A stunner over here would be pretty nice as well. Get that out, just so I can get lots of building cards. House, absolutely. Monastery, bit late, but not necessarily useless. 20% max XP to all defensive walls, very nice. Smithy, I definitely want as well. Somewhere safe, preferably. Rat in the box. Right about there. Come on, little lizards, die faster and give me your delicious money. I want masonry. Don't really have any places to put it, mind. I don't really want to put it there, because I kind of want to move these defenses over there. Are you ready by any chance? Of course you are not. Oh, you will be ready soon, okay. That's still not going to leave enough room, is it? No, anyways. Move that over there. No, not enough space. What? Are you fucking kidding me? You filthy... I'm getting mildly annoyed by the archers, I will admit. Is that the shooting range? Yep. Upgrade that. 75% damage. Nice. I'll put it there, I guess. Expansion. A repair bot, please. No repair bots. That's quite tragic. Upgrade that. Give me more rat citizens. Upgrade that. Give me more damage. Alright, only 5 more rounds to go. We might actually make it for once. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Yeah, good change of pace, frankly, to all the losing. We've got Magnals over here now. Yeah, 4. Alright, they're through, but the box knocks them back 1. Ballista knocks them back a little bit. Might not be enough damage. Still a lot of damage. Okay, demolition. Move that up. There. Because that way we can actually have these guys be 1 step further back again. Don't need another Builder's Guild. Upgrade a card, however. 10 seconds. That is quicker, and I like quicker. I do wish there was a building that automatically rebuilt other buildings. That would be so useful. Maybe that is exactly why there isn't one, because it would be too goddamn useful. Right, repair machine. I am going to need one over here. Yes, I am. Upgrade... Firewall? 2 flame? Oh, jeez, 210 though. Jesus Christ. That really is more than is actually affordable, I'd say. Oh, well, we'll cast Firewall on that. Keep them out. More buildings. Apartment house. I can upgrade that. I can upgrade the house. I can upgrade the masonry, wherever the hell I put it. There. Upgrade that. Okay, more scorpions. Jesus, that is some retarded archery. No, set the fire out to them. Continue to set fire to them, please. How many times am I going to have to repair this effing tower before they fucking die? 40 tax rate. Because frankly, there's not that many military units deployed. Right, I've got a load of scorpions, which is nice. That building is basically dead. That is not nice. In fact, it's kind of awful. Please give me a repair bot. That's not a repair bot. None of these are repair bots. 11 seconds till the next draw. We can wait. Maybe. $10 card in the bag, and I'm going to draw like 5 of them. Right. Hurry. Yes, you'll make it in time. No problems. Scorpion Factory is ready too. Let's get those cards in the hand. Mangonel Factory. We got mangonels over here too, yeah? Yeah, I'll go one. So angry. So very, very angry. Oh, they're healing each other too this time. Jesus. Seems unfair. I don't have any healing stuff. Book. I do love the semi-retarded thwunk sound of the little rat in a box. Ooh, oil storage. Yes, damage to fire is kind of useful, seeing as that's my entire shtick at this point. Upgrade the watchtower. And we will move that one, rebuild the wall, rebuild everything else. 2 more waves. There might. Where did I put the oil storage? There. I wonder if these stack. That would be retarded. But also kinda great. If they stack. That'd be lovely. That'd be fantastic. Alright. That wall is busted. What kind of fire damage are you doing now? 13 a pop. Not bad, not bad. Not bad at all, Jesus. Yes, yes. Maybe just setting everything on fire is the solution to our problems. Who'd have thunk it? Genocide by fire really was the solution all along. I'll put 1 mangonel there just to stun them a little bit. God damn it, I know that noise. Yes, yes indeed. Actually, I should have let that get that, yeah, fully down first before I did that. That was what we call retarded, actually. Unfortunate. Apartment houses. I've built both of those. I have, but I wouldn't mind another one. Masonry. Does that stack too? I hope so. Can I fit it anywhere? No. Not really. Yes, not really is the answer to that question. Okay, well. Ah, the boss wave. Oh, and it comes on the... It's where I don't have repairs. Great. I'm very glad I upgraded this. Otherwise, I think I would be too slow. Okay, put down the ammo specialist there as well. And... here cometh the final Botheth. Botheth? Botheth? Speaking of the final Botheth, I should probably move everything I can as far over in this direction as I can. Right. Firewall that. Hi, it's a giant owl. And it landed right behind all of my defenses. Brilliant. Absolutely fan-fucking-tastic, in fact. Brilliant. Great. Amazing. Lovely. Perfect. Ideal. I feel like I should be fleeing. I should perhaps be fleeing. Right. That wall is, of course, busted, so I'm... Oh, God damn it. The bird's gonna fucking kill my ass, isn't it? I even killed all of its friends. No. I can't use that. Put down mangonels there. Put down those. Can I upgrade anything useful? Bike rats, I guess. Yeah, you go farming in the middle of all of this. Right. Recharge that on the double. Yep, just cast it on it. Fuck it. Well, never mind, it tore that down way before I could even hope to get it up. Lovely, fantastic. Jesus, and it's still well over half health. God damn it. The bird's literally gonna kill everything. Because it landed right behind all of the bloody defenses I built. Absolutely lovely. And I'm out of rats. Shit. Okay. Try and run, see if we can join everything up. And maybe if we can join everything up, we might stand some sort of mild chancy hopey. I've got one wall, then I'm dead. Yeah, these guys are... They're not even gonna make it in time, are they? Oh, Christ. Not enough rat citizens, because all of the houses are destroyed. Well, thank you, I guess. No, please don't attack the wall. That's not gonna help. Ammo specialist is anyone who can die slowly. Well, now it's a race against the clock. Judging by its hit point pool, I don't think it's a race I'm gonna win. Pike rat, just tell you to go over there. Nope, I don't think so. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yes, chat, the game did just flip me the bird, didn't it? I don't have enough rat citizens to build anything else. Yep. Fucking hell. Well, there you go. The one boss that could screw me over. This has not been my day, that's for sure. Well, at least we got to the final boss. That's something, isn't it? Ah, frustration. Well, yes. To wrap it up with, it is a roguelite where you get leaders, and the leaders give you special abilities and access to decks. There is no deck building, as in you do not pick the cards. The cards are bound to the leader, and you get access to them via an RNG system, via merchants or drops at the end of every wave, or via certain buildings. And then you have to survive 30 increasingly difficult waves to win the match. And whether you win or lose, you get experience, which unlocks new cards, which are usually better cards. So that is how it works. No, I don't think I will moment. Yes. Ah, a one fucking boss too. The one fucking boss. Right, well, there you go. Maybe I'll revisit this game. I don't know. Well, we'll see. Maybe I'll put up some kind of community poll on what kind of games I'll play. That sounds reasonable, right? And I'm aiming to do one of these streams a week. And I'll give it to myself. I was good at reading chat for the first half of this, but then I got stressful, and then I wanted to actually win one, and then I stopped. So, you know, that's my excuse. But this was amusing enough, don't you all think? I think this was fun and engaging gameplay. So until next time, thank you all very much for watching, and thank you for your super generous donations. And hopefully I will see you all again next week. Until then, have a good